Is up? What is up? What is up? This is your main man, JD, in the place to be as always. And today I am joined by a very, very, very esteemed special guest by the name of Steve. Do you want me to give your full government name on here too, my man?
Go for it. Go for it.
Stephen Lewis, aka my awesome brother-in-law. So I had to, knowing that we were going to be discussing Superman, I had to go and grab the person who I honestly believe is the biggest Superman fan that I know. Yep, big time Superman fan. So of course, having him on there, we would have to have Steve on here to talk about it. So yeah, I'm excited to do this whole discussion tonight. I'm excited that the reviews have been positive. I'm excited that the movie has been making money.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna dive into it shortly. But let me get some of these comments on the screen real quick. So Katie Joe in the building, what's going on in the living room? Hey, how are you, baby? I love you. I'm glad that you're able to watch right now. She says that the sound is perfect. And we got Bobicus in the building. What is going on, sir? I believe I'm guessing you're watching on YouTube. Yes. Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate you for hanging out with us tonight. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, man. This is gonna be a fun conversation. So I cannot wait to hear what your thoughts are on the movie as well, because this conversation is not just going to be limited to us. It is going to include everybody who has saw the movie, even if you haven't seen the movie yet. It is okay for you to jump in and drop your comments on it. And I see we got a bunch of folks watching right now, so I am greatly appreciative of that. If you are on Twitch right now and you're watching, I would ask you to jump over to YouTube, go to Watch Stuff with Us, search for us in channels. We will be live, jump on there. And if you are on there, you'll be able to get your comments shown on the screen, because I don't know if the Twitch comments end up airing on the screen. But yeah. So that is what we're going to do tonight. We are going to break that down. And then at the end, if we have enough time left, we will go through some other trailers that I would like to get Steve's reaction for, along with myself. So yeah, got a jam-packed show tonight. Steve, before we get started, man, run down your list of credentials as to why you are appropriate to be able to be on here discussing Superman with me tonight. And why you're a bigger fan of Superman than I am.
Great question. Let's start off with, grew up with the comic books. Started with the comic books, comic book historian. So I went and got, I would go shop for, it's really hard to get golden age comics, but definitely silver, bronze age comics. Learned that background story. My mom actually really got me into Superman. So I started watching the 1970s Christopher Reeves Superman movies. She was a fan of Lois and Clark growing up, and then that segued me to Smallville. Big fan of Smallville. Took a break from the comics as a little boy, then got back into them as a teenager. Jumped back into it again. Watched the animated series. I will say I'm more of a Batman fan, but I got a huge background with Superman there. And so it's been with me since I was a very young child. So when I tell you I came in with a lot of anticipation for this movie, it was there. So
you was hyped.
I was definitely ready for
it. So let's go ahead and since we've done that. Also, before we even get started, if people want to contact you to talk with you about the movie further, is there some place that people can reach you at online?
Yeah, I'll get back with you. I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna give you some information before we end this podcast. I'll send it to you. You can post it.
Perfect. Because people always ask me that after the fact, and they're like, "Oh my god, man! Like, hey, I wanted to talk. I want to keep the conversation going." So yeah, I just thought I would make sure to ask you that ahead of time so that we can get that squared away. Katie says Smallville. Yeah, truth be told, I am not the biggest DC Comics fan. I'm a huge Marvel nerd. The historian level that Steve talks about with DC, that's probably where I'm at with Marvel stuff, but nowhere. the sets from DC. So that's why I had to go and grab the expert. I had to bring the expert on to discuss this movie. So let's jump into the review right now. I'm gonna switch screens and we'll jump into it. All right. So I'm just gonna have this playing a little bit in the background so we can have at least a little motion going on. But yeah, so first off, the way I would like to break this conversation down is a general, just 1 to 2 minute review of the movie, and I'll go ahead and go first. I enjoyed the movie. Actually, this looks like it's slowing things down. I'm gonna jump off of this. Hold on. Okay. Um, I don't know why it is messing up. Okay, there we go. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and just give my review first. I think the movie, on a scale of 1 to 5, because on Watch Stuff With Us, we always do a 1 through 5 sliding scale. I would say that the movie is a solid 3.5 out of 5. That's what I would give it. I feel like the movie nailed a lot of things. I felt like they nailed a more comic book tone and look and aesthetic. I feel like the movie is a great jumping off point for a cinematic universe. I feel like the movie was directed well. I feel like it was acted well. I think people did everything that they needed to do as far as the movie is concerned. I disagree with some of the writing with the movie. I disagree with the way some of the characters were written, and we'll delve into all of that stuff as we go along with our conversation. But yeah, I pretty much feel as though the movie did what it was supposed to do. It served its purpose. I thought that it was a good movie. I didn't think it was a great movie. I also don't think that it was a bad movie. Like the title of the thumbnail says, I wanted to love the movie, but I was unable to love the movie. That's my quick 2-minute summary. Go ahead and give yours, Steve.
All right, so I like the 3.5. I cannot go that high. If a 2.5 are at 50%, I'm stuck between 2.5 and 3.
Okay.
And let me elaborate on that. You nailed it with a lot of the things you said. I thought the acting was good. I thought David, I think it's David Cornsweet.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, watching the movie, he does come off as a good Superman. Like he's believable, and I want to like him. I also think you nailed it when you said it does feel like it feels like a comic book. It feels like it was ripped right out the pages of a comic book. Even more than that, it reminded me of, I don't know if you watched the Superman animated series.
Yes.
It reminded me of that. It reminded me of Superman the animated series, which is good. And not just David Cornsweet. I thought the movie had really good actors in it. I thought the acting was one of the strongest parts of it. I do like that James Gunn picked this comic. I kind of read the background of the comics he used to base this movie off of. I like that he did with it. I like the new characters that he introduced in the movie, Mr. Terrific, and the Green Lantern. But this is where the part where I had my issues with it. One, the movie felt like a sequel. It felt like it makes some assumptions that you should know some of these characters and you should know their conflict. One of the big things that I had, I know I'm elaborating probably too much. One of the big things
No, go for it. Go in.
Was, and it really hurt. It really hurt Lex Luthor's story arc because you don't really understand their conflict. So you're watching the movie. I'm watching them like, man, Lex is a real jerk. Like, why is he so petty? I don't understand the conflict. Yeah, I know as a historian, like, Lex, Superman, they don't like each other. I get that. I get it. But I'm not really, they're not explaining to me. I don't know exactly why that this conflict in this movie is happening because I don't have any background. And so that was an issue for me. And then another one that kept me from loving this movie and giving it more than a 3 is that Superman never felt super in this movie. He never felt super in the movie. He had a very Superboy vibe, although again, I guess he's about 30 in this movie. So
Right.
and I think they said he's been Superman for 3 years.
3 years. 3
So,
years.
like, he should have experience. He just never felt very super to me. And so that, and you nailed it when you said the writing. I had a lot of questions with the writing, and the tone of the movie was some of the things I had some questions with. But just kind of sew it up, and you can go in detail if you like. I do think it was a good start. It was good enough for me to wonder where this is going to go next. So I do think it was a good start for this particular universe. And then I do think they nailed it with the casting of Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I have no problem with any of the actors. I thought that they did great jobs. I feel as though, as far as the characters were written, and let me know if you agree or not. I feel as though they nailed most of the characters outside of Superman.
Yeah.
And I feel like Superman was the least developed character who needed just more. Like, you needed to know more of, like, and I mean, you got the whole scene. And yeah, we're gonna go into full spoilers with this, everybody. So if you
Yeah.
are not going to or if you haven't seen the movie yet, or you are afraid that you're gonna be spoiled, we're about to dive head deep, neck deep, body deep into spoilers. So you have been warned. But yeah, the part, I know that you got the little the writing in the beginning, right after the title, and they explained, that he's been doing this for 3 years. 3 years isn't a long time. I understand that. But I wish they would have also given just maybe a sentence or two, or gave us a 30-second flashback. All this flashback had to do, and what it had to show, was Lex and Clark Kent in school together. And this is stuff that I've learned from you and also from Katie, about them actually having a background, and that they went to school together in Smallville. Now, I don't know if they were just planning on not adapting that as far as this movie was concerned, but knowing that in the back of my head, what's been done, at least in my opinion, is that they should have shown them together in school. All it would have had to be is everything from Lex's point of view, just seeing Clark and being jealous of him, and just showing that jealousy building and building and building and building, and then show Lex then using that as motivation for him to to excel in school. So show him getting great grades, show him building his corporation up, all in the back of his mind. Like, maybe he has a class picture of them when they were in elementary school, and he has like Superman's or Clark Kent's picture circled or something like that. You know what I mean? Just like they needed to show and build on that relationship that they have outside of what we saw in the movie. Because the way they almost made it seem was that when Superman flew into Lex's office and confronted him about crypto, they made it seem like that was maybe the first time that they had actually came face to face and had a conversation.
Right.
And if that's not the case, they should have developed that a little bit more.
Right.
And if that was the case, and that was the first time that they were meeting, they should have done something prior to that to show a little bit more of Lex's motivation as to why he is doing the things that he does. I think they addressed it a little bit later on in the movie, but I don't think that was enough. I think that was kind of too late. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100% with that. It also would have explained, because if you don't know the background, I think that relationship came off, for me, it started to come off as Lex being very petty. But if you understand that they had a connection that goes back to Smallville, and if you're going back into the comics, it's always something where it's something that Clark Kent did that caused Lex to lose his hair. That's typically, and they change the story up every so often, but almost every storyline, every comic book starts with something that Clark Kent has done causes Lex to lose their hair. They were friends. There's a strong connection to start that story off. And then it explains why Lex is the way he is. That largely explains the confrontation. And so I thought the movie needed that. That was a really good point you made. I thought it really needed to show exactly why the conflict exists. And it didn't do that. And that was something for me that it made, while I thought the actor portrayed Lex very well, as well as he could.
Yep.
Writing didn't do him any favors.
Yep.
So it started to come off as like, oh man, he's kind of comic bookish to me. It's
Mhm.
animated to me. But if
Mhm.
you would have known what that confrontation was beforehand and had that knowledge, I think it would have come off better. His performance would have come off better.
Yeah. Also, at least for me, I felt as though Lex was the type of person, like it didn't feel like, I mean, his hatred towards Superman didn't feel justified from what they gave us, which is, just another way of saying what we had said previously. But I also feel as though if they would have given, I didn't fear Lex. Like, I think that there should be some sort of aspect to that. And one of the bigger sort of points that I want to make about the movie is that I know that this is just the first movie. And like, maybe we're going to build to that point. As for a jumping off point, like we said before, it was great. Maybe we're going to build to that point where, like, Lex, now that he's going to be going to prison, maybe we're going to build to that point where he's, going to be someone that you really fear, as opposed to the rich kid, the spoiled kid who has all the money in the world, can do everything that he wants with, just because he has the money. But like, the actual person, no, I don't fear him. Like, he was, the way he treated people, there wasn't things there that instilled fear. It instilled, like, just how it is when your boss picks on you, when your boss mistreats you. And I don't think that was the appropriate look. Now, that was somewhat comic accurate, I get that. But I think that there also needed to have been that edge to Lex that made me say, man, like, okay, this dude is not only making people afraid of him because he's, throwing stuff around the room and, throwing pencils and making people pick him up, but maybe Lex should have gotten somebody and, like, and I'm just off the top of my head, maybe he should have gotten somebody and like threw him out a window. You know what I mean? And then you would be like, oh, okay, so he's not just the guy who's going to talk a big game and going to pout and going to, throw fits. He's also the person who's going to take it physically and then, actually act on it. So, I think that that's what I was looking for out of Lex.
And to that point, because I felt like the writers, they wanted the audience to fear him, right? And so there were the moments where he's treating his staff like trash that kind of just felt out of place. The one that got me, and you said it, full spoilers, right? They're in the prison where they have the metahumans at. Another thing I liked about the movie, I liked they introduced metahumans.
Yes,
that was cool. I thought it was cool. But it's a scene where he pulls up, and I'm a little foggy with some of them. Lex, he pulls up somebody that worked with Superman for a while back, and his intention is to play Russian roulette. And then he shoots the guy, and it's like, oh, look how tough I am. You should fear me because this is what I'm about. And then it's like, okay, it would have been like a moment of fear, but then you had to have like that comedy. He had to make a joke like right after you did that. Oh, I thought that was gonna last longer. And so it took away from even that moment.
So great point.
It was that was just a part of this movie that I just couldn't get attach myself to. Um, Wanted him to be this most feared person. It might be like you said earlier. It might be that Lex is going to be the main, not just the main villain in this movie, probably the main villain for this universe. And so
Right.
it's going to probably take some time to build him up. But as far as this first movie, like I said, I never felt Superman was super. I didn't fear Lex. He came off as a spoiled rich brat, basically.
Yep. Yep. No, 100% agree with you. I would love to get some people commenting on the show and letting us know what they think, because I mean, are we just off on, negative island here? I gotta feel that there are some people out there who, or maybe you disagree. Let us know in the comments, man. We would love to get these comments going on the live stream. So if you had to rate who your favorite character was in the movie, who would you say it was?
Guy Gardner.
Only one.
Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner. And
Green
why?
Lantern.
Why so? Why?
Look, I'm also a really big fan of Green Lantern, and we all know that travesty that came out decades ago.
Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that.
And I know that DC has been trying to get this going, and they've been talking about doing a Green Lantern, John Stewart, for like the last decade, and I think HBO Max is getting ready to go with it. Guy Gardner and some of the lesser known Green Lanterns are typically, for me, are the best. And he's been the best. Like, a lot of them are kind of stuck. Hal Jordan, they're kind of stuck in the sort of Silver and Bronze Age comics. Guy Gardner is a more modern one. If you sort of like the snarky remarks coming from like Spider-Man and Deadpool, he kind of has that same feel. And in every scene he was in this movie, he stole the show.
Yep.
He stole the show.
Yep.
And so if moving forward, I am excited to see where he's going with this, where DC is going with Guy Gardner's character. It's interesting because I know they're going to get ready to start the HBO Max series around Jonathan Stewart, but they might want to tweak that and get Guy Gardner in there, because this is a character that if you want to get Green Lantern going, this is your hook.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Like you said, I felt like Nathan Fillion's portrayal of Guy Gardner stole the show, stole every scene that he was in. And like, okay, watching the trailers and then like watching a lot of people, a lot of leaks about this movie before it came out. But watching those leaks as they came out and people talk about them, and then seeing little bits and pieces from the trailers and everything, I looked at it and I'm like, ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Like, what is this dude doing with this nasty bowl haircut? Like, what is this? And so I went into the movie with a negative portrayal or a negative idea of what he was going to be as a character. And then, because like I said, I'm not the huge super fan. I don't know all the background. I don't know everything about everything. So then once the movie got started, I was like, oh, he's kind of entertaining. By the end and by the point where he was, taking on the, I forgot what the name of the country was, but fighting the fight in the desert, and he's, flipping people off with his Green Lantern powers while he's just destroying them. Like, it was everything. And I was like, that's what I want. And like, if you're going to go comic booky, and you're gonna be funny with the character, that was how you do it. And the edge that his character had, like, I enjoyed that. He was a little bit dim-witted, and he had a huge idea of himself, but the way that he was portrayed was great. It was great. Oh, got a comment from Courtney on here. What's going on? Great conversation, guys. Yes. Thank you. I think it's a good conversation too. I'm enjoying it already. I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, man, we don't have enough time. We don't have enough time to really go in. But this is not going to be the last time that Steve is going to be on the show with us. So thank you for dropping a comment. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button too. But yeah. My favorite character, if I had to jump to who my favorite character was, it was probably Mr. Terrific. With one caveat. Just one caveat. Yep, with one caveat. But let me do all the good stuff about him first. It was great to see a black character on the screen who is arguably the smartest person in the room. A lot of times they do not portray us in that fashion, so it was really cool to see that. Um, I thought that the movie, up until the point where he went to go with Lois Lane to rescue Superman, the movie was kind of meh. Like, it was, if I gave it a 3.5, it was probably at a 2.5 or a 2 up until that point. And then when he used his tech to be able to figure out exactly where Superman was at, then when he went with Lois and put the shield of protection around her and then ran through those guys, that's the point where I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
this dude is serious. He's not
amazing.
just smart, he has full control over all of his tech. He's not, I
Yes.
mean, and like I said, I don't know much about him, and I didn't know what to expect. So seeing that and then seeing the way that they showed his powers, like, that was great. I thought that was one thing that James Gunn, the director of the film, nailed, was the
Hmm.
way that everybody's powers looked. Like, that
Hmm.
came off. It came off good, off really
Hmm.
good. My only complaint about Mr. Terrific, and you know where I'm going with this, is
Hmm.
that he was too, like, 1970s 1980s Shaft for me.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he
very
could have,
stereotypical.
yeah, he could have been the exact same character without all of that. And I think that made it come across as being a little bit like stereotypical,
Hmm.
and it was unnecessary. If they
Hmm.
would have just played him straight and him being, like you taught me, that he is kind of on the autism spectrum.
Yeah,
If they would have
yeah.
played it like that and that he was socially awkward because of
Hmm.
that, like, that's fine. But when he would have those bursts of confidence and then it would all come off like, well, I'm not even gonna try to imitate it, but it would come off as, yeah, very like, stereotypically black, and that
Yeah,
was unnecessary. I didn't feel
yeah,
like that didn't need to be a thing. If they would have
yeah.
just played it straight away, I would have been okay with it.
Hmm. And I'm glad you said that, because that's one of my that's it's kind of a little off topic, somewhat off topic. But that's my issue with Ironheart, the show I've been watching on Disney. It's, yes, this character is extremely smart. They're this intellectual, but we got to throw in this jargon, this lingo, to try to make them relatable, and it's just largely not necessary.
Yep.
Um, they could
Yep.
have played them as socially awkward. I thought that would have been perfectly fine. That's another one of the issues I had with the movie. It's jam packed. It's about, what's the movie runtime, like 2 hours, a little over 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
it was
jam
over.
packed, and there's moments where you want to see more of a certain character in a certain scene. It's like, man, I wish they would stretch this out. I want to see more of Mr. Terrific. I want to see more of Guy Gardner. I could have did without Hawk Girl, but I want to see more of these two, and get into their story arc a little bit more. And the thing about Mr. Terrific, his powers were just off the chain. He was amazing, like a brilliant debut from him. Um, and you left wanting to see more of it. The issue I had with Mr. Terrific is what you said, the stereotypical performance, and then this is kind of me just overdoing it a little bit, but they weren't consistent with the awkwardness. So, like, he starts off being kind of socially awkward with his interactions with Lois,
Hmm.
but then it's like all of a sudden he's making jokes. He's the comic relief. Guy
Right.
Gardner is your comic relief. Let
Yep.
Guy like let that be the comic relief. So, the inconsistencies there, and just wanting more from it, was one of the major issues I had with the movie.
Yep. No, I'm 100% in agreement with you. So let's jump into now on the other side. Who was your least favorite character and why?
Hawk Girl, she wasn't there enough for me to really say she was my least favorite, but she could have been completely out of that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I go back and forth with Lois. There's a part of me, I'm very 50-50 with Lois in this movie. The scene where she's interviewing Superman, I thought that scene was really good. I like that scene. I like that her intensity can match. She's not intimidated by him because he's Superman. She can still question him, and the fact that they're in a relationship, they're in an open relationship in this movie. That doesn't stop her either. It reminded me briefly of that 1978 Superman and that relationship. It seems like they were really going for it. But then that chemistry and everything there just kind of disappears. So the rest of the movie can happen. And that's where it just starts getting rushed. And then her character is just, it's not pivotal anymore. So it
Yep.
starts off, you want to believe that there's going to be a lot of chemistry. The trailers lead you to believe there's going to be chemistry in this movie. But I would say going into the second part of the movie, there's no chemistry there. She disappears, and it's because she's not needed for the rest of the movie to happen. An issue that I thought was the Jimmy Olsen character in this movie. I thought a lot of things that Jimmy Olsen was doing in the movie could have been given to Lois. Lois could have had a good portion of that, screen time that we had to provide for Jimmy Olsen there. Nothing against Jimmy, but that could have went to Lois. And because it's like you can't start her off being okay, you're going to be a main player, and then kind of just disappears. She's on the airplane with Mr. Terrific for reasons that she didn't need to be there.
Right.
And then, so it's just like they're trying to put her in the movie so she can get it. But the scene that I thought she could have been in was a lot of Jimmy's scenes.
Yep. And you know what? If I could interject real quick, what I kind of thought was going to happen, and seeing the way things played out with Jimmy, and him getting the text messages from Lex's girlfriend, and then discovering all the information in the background and all that stuff. Like, to me, the way that should have played out was that Jimmy could have been more of the little bit that I know about, kind of player Jimmy, from the comics and stuff. But Lois could have somehow maybe seen his phone going off and saw it on the desk or whatever, and then saw like whatever the weird nickname he had for her, like Monster Toes or whatever it was. And then, she's like, kind of, they flash over to Jimmy, and he's talking to those two ladies that were sort of oogling over him at one point. He's talking to them on the side. So she goes and she grabs his phone. She looks at the phone. She sees the pictures that come in. Jimmy sees the pictures initially, and he just looks at it like, oh, this is just her sending me selfies. Like, why do I want this? She looks at it, zooms in, and sees the stuff in the background. Then that gives her character more purpose. Like, oh, she discovered that all this stuff was in the background. All of this information is here. Now she is the reason why they have this information now, and that Jimmy can go and write this story, and they can publish it, and they can take down Lex. Like, I feel like that was more fitting for the way Lois Lane is portrayed in the comics, and being this crack reporter, as opposed to just sort of a passenger on the Superman plane. Like, right. Which is the way it kind of came off to me at least. But
right.
Yeah, if I had to give a character that I dislike the most, it would have to be Lois, probably, as well. And it's nothing against, like, I'm not one of those guys that down with women, and I don't like any female characters. No, that is not it. I just feel like that there were some improvements that could have been made. If I had to give a second place, or actually probably even stronger, I dislike the most is probably Superman. Like, just to be honest, I mean, he was Superman, and like you said, Superman wasn't very super in this movie. He wasn't. And if, like I said earlier, if this is an arc that they're building with him, and that in the next movie he's going to be tougher, he's going to come back better, okay. But in this movie, the development that they gave him, he started off the film getting his butt kicked. Throughout the movie, he got his butt kicked. If if Crypto wasn't there, he would have lost the last fight. The engineer and Ultraman darn near killed him
Mm-hmm.
twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kaiju monster that started off a foot and a half tall,
Mm-hmm.
stomped on him and he was down and out. Like I mean, it was rough, and I'm expecting, and like I said, it's 3 years in, and I guess that there's going to be more and more character development for him. But from what I saw initially, like, no, it just wasn't it. And I thought that they kind of criminally wasted all of the other folks who work at the Daily Planet. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't get to see any sort of development from them, and I know that you don't really have a ton of time, but it just would have been nice to have seen a little bit more of actual Clark, and how he was when he's not Superman. And I'll let you go into his parents, because I know that you got some stuff to say about his parents too, as do
Yeah.
I.
And before I get to the parents, I thought you brought up a good point about that. The movie moves so fast that you didn't get to see the Daily Planet. You don't really get to understand Clark Kent's a journalist. I wanted to get
Right.
that feeling. We haven't really seen that. That was one of my knocks on Man of Steel. Henry Cavill was never Clark Kent. You didn't really
Right.
know he wasn't Clark Kent to the end of the movie. The trailers of this one, you see him with the glasses, and he has
Yeah,
the whole
bumping
nerd,
around. Yep.
but that wasn't a major part of this movie. So that was disappointing. I do want to see. I really do want to see the whole alter ego aspect of Superman, which we haven't seen in a long time. And this movie, I didn't really get that vibe either. I want to see Clark Kent. I want to feel that he's a journalist, and I want to see the difference between Clark Kent and Superman and how that goes. But that's that. The another issue, and it's a small but monumental issue, is his Superman's parents, both his Kryptonian parents and his Earth parents.
Mm-hmm.
To me, you have to nail those, and I just didn't see it, and that's the reason why I can't give this movie. I can't give it more than a 3, because we already talked about we don't understand the conflict between Superman and Lex. We also, I think, you to understand Superman's motivation and his fight for hope, you have to understand both set of parents, and I don't think they did that very well. I understand the movie was fast, and so it wasn't a lot you could do with the Kryptonian parents. They didn't want to go back and do a whole Krypton scene. I get that, but can we at least nail the Kents? Can we at least nail the Kent family? And I didn't think they did it. I know Katie knows that. Katie knows because she watched Smallville. If you grew up on Smallville, if you watched the other Superman movies, you read the comics, his parents are the ones that ape him. And I thought this movie just missed it. I didn't see any type of leadership from the parents, the mother or the father in there. They kind of it almost feels like they didn't know. They like I know he's not yours naturally, but you all raised him since he was at least a toddler, and they're
Right.
kind of looking like, is my son gonna be okay, man? Like, how would she know? You're his parents, you're his father. And then they cut from the scene, and Superman is just kind of down and out, and the father, I didn't feel that sort of like get back at there moment from him. Father's weeping and crying with him. I wanted that scene. This needed to be a pivotal scene where Jonathan Kent is just like, no, you're gonna get out there. I'm
Pep
not
talk
playing
time.
with you. Get your butt out there.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
Superman, and I didn't feel that at all. And you remember, look, Man of Steel had a lot of issues, but Kevin Costner's portrayal of Jonathan Kent was really strong, and you don't get that. And I can't think of the actor played in the Dukes of Hazzard that was the father in Smallville. It'll come to me, but you always feel like this character is his support system. and
Yep.
it wasn't there, and it explains why kind of sometimes Superman is the way he is in this movie. But his strength comes from the parents, mother and father, and you gotta realize they're raising Super, and I didn't that just didn't occur in this movie.
Yep. Katie dropped the comment. She says, yes, 100%. The parents in this movie were way different than in Smallville. They were real soft on him and should have been pumping him up. He's freaking Superman. Yes. Like that. Exactly. Exactly. Like that was their time to say, like, yeah, you know what? I'm not your dad. Um, I'm not your true parents, but we raised you. We instilled these values in you, and we didn't raise a quitter. We didn't raise somebody who's gonna go here and get beat down. Like you're like Katie said, you're freaking Superman. Like go out there and be Superman. And then his mom could have came up and threw his boots at him and said, put these on and go. And like
Mhm,
then he could have been like had a weird look on his face and then
mhm.
like just boom took off.
Yeah.
Like then boom, like then he could have went into it. Like like I said, the only thing in my mind that tells me the reason that they don't do this, because I feel like if I can come up with these ideas, you have people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, writing movies that come up with ideas the same way. The only way that they didn't come up with this idea and they aren't making this movie this way is because they are planning on doing that later. That has to be part of it. Like there's no reason for this to have come off the way that it did if they are just going to have him be soft Superman the entire time. Like they have to be building to a point where something is going to change in him to make him a little bit tougher. So, like I said, I'm trying to be patient, and understanding in
Mm,
that this the first chapter of the book, and fortunately enough for all of us, there were enough people who went to go see it this weekend and probably over the next weekend as well before Fantastic Four comes out, that we will be able to get more. And I know that we're going to have more. I think next summer is Supergirl coming out,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we're going to definitely get more from the universe. So I just hope that this is just, I got to keep trying to tell myself that this is just part one. It's
Mhm,
just part one.
mhm.
But yeah, I wanted more. I wanted more out of his parents. I thought that was a critical scene in the movie that they played
Yes,
really soft. And
absolutely,
I didn't think that it should have been played that way.
absolutely.
And Katie put on here that John Schneider is the name of
Yes,
the actor.
that's
Yeah.
him. Yep,
Yep. Thank you, Katie. She's like producing the show from the side. So I appreciate it.
appreciate
Um, is anybody else? I know you talked about Hawk Girl real quick. I love the actress who plays Hawk Girl. Like,
I do too.
yeah, I really wish they would have gave her a little bit more. Like, I
Mhm,
feel like they should have made her either serious or also a little bit funny, but she kind of was like in between, and it
mhm.
didn't
We know how
really.
to play her.
Yeah, they didn't really give her a chance to showcase her powers either. Like, I mean, of course she was flying and
Mhm,
she had her giant mace thing, but like you didn't really get to see enough out of her.
mhm.
So yeah, I would have definitely liked to have seen more out of her. Is there
Especially
anybody else who we haven't really touched on?
yeah, yeah, and then with Hawk Girl, it would have been good if they would have given her. And again, the runtime was 2 hours. I know you weren't going to get a lot from it. You couldn't get from everyone there, but especially since you introduced in Black Adam Hawkman,
Mm-hmm.
so went there already. So it would have been interesting to do more with that. I, they could have did a little bit more with Perry Williams. Again,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Daily Planet was just, they didn't really explore that because of time. But I think we really pretty much nailed that one. But I would have probably wanted to see a little bit more out of Hawk Girl and the characters from the Daily Planet. They could have did more with that as
yeah,
well.
yeah. What did you think of what is his name? Is it Metamorpho? Is that
Yes, yes.
okay? Yeah. What did you think of his character? Like I said, I don't know a lot, but I enjoyed the little bit that got out of him. I wish they would have shown him in that battle that they had in the desert. Like they should
Yes,
have gave him a little bit of time to like show him like really use his powers.
yes.
I thought that would have been cool. To at least give us that, but I enjoyed the little bit of the arc that they gave us with him
I
throughout
did
the
too.
movie.
I did too. Again, like I said earlier, I like that they brought the metahumans. That was a big thumbs up from this movie. I like that they introduced the metahumans. Um, I at the beginning I thought, when it comes to editing, I could have seen a little bit less of him, maybe a little bit more of somebody else in there, because it did get to be a little distracting to me towards, especially if they broke him out. After they broke him out of
Right,
the prison, it started to
right,
be getting a little much. It's like I get it, I get that he can morph into different things. I like that he was able to create the sun to give Superman energy. That part was good. But after they broke it out and he had to go get his son, it just started to get a little bit much. So I could have took a less there, but more toward the second scene he was in when they were in the desert. I could have seen more of that part.
yep,
So if I could go back, it would be kind of how I would use him.
yep.
Less in that prison, more in that sort of the desert fight that he was involved in.
It also tells us something, and for everybody too, it also should tell you something that we haven't even talked about Ultraman up until this point. Um, I did hear a theory that was pretty cool. But yeah, I thought that Ultraman was okay. I mean, of course
Mhm.
they neutered him because he was being controlled by Lex and all that stuff. Like that's, and I mean I understand that that's kind of part of what that character does, and it's a little bit of a different take on it. But
Mhm.
um what I heard someone theorize, and this was Josh from the Den of Nerds, he said that he felt that at the end when he got sucked into that black hole that he wasn't killed, and that eventually maybe down the line they're gonna bring him back as Bizarro. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I could see that, and I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, they're not gonna get away from that. Character is gonna be too strong. That character is too needed. They're
Yep.
not done with that character. I can definitely see that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like they use I don't know if you caught it, but they use the sort of the Lex suits that are popular in the comic books and the animated series. So his characters all had sort of the Lex Luthor armor on. So I
right.
like that he had that. It was a good throwback to the comics and the animated series. But Ultraman will return. Right?
Yeah.
That's a character they can do a lot of different things with. I can't see them just getting away from that.
Yep. No, I agree. I agree. Let's jump to a different topic. Um, and I had it written down as media success versus box office success versus fan reaction. And the reason I had that down is that um initially when the movie came out and the reviews started rolling out, I was firmly in the camp of not going to see it. Like I wasn't going to go see it. Like legitimately was not going to go see it. I was like, okay, I'll it maybe a week or two down the line, I wasn't going to go see it. So then the initial reviews started coming out early on Tuesday, and I got a little bit of FOMO, and everybody was raving about it. You got people talking about how they were teared up and crying with how good the portrayal of Superman was, and that his portrayal or this movie was going to inspire young boys to always have hope and to be to try to always do the right thing and blah 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 blah. So you had that, and that made me go out and get my ticket. First off, I decided to look online and see if they had any of the Tuesday Amazon preview tickets available.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
fortunately enough, they did. Now I'm not mad that I went to go see it. I'm not mad.
No,
Because I was going to see it anyway.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
we had all that stuff come out, and the reviews were overwhelmingly positive coming out. The box office, from what it seems, has been it's overperformed
Mhm.
at the box office, which is a good thing. I'm happy about that because, like I said, I want to see this movie continue to be. I want to see this just be the start of the cinematic universe for DC. So we needed to have that happen. And then as time has now gone on, the fan reaction is interesting to me. So I'll start with everybody's already got my reaction to the movie. They know how you feel about it. When the movie was over, I went to the bathroom, and of course, for whatever reason, there were a bunch of people, so there was kind of a line. And I was rocking my Superman shirt like I'm rocking now, so obviously everybody knew what theater I was coming from. And a guy asked me, like, so what'd you think of it? And I was like, it was okay. It was good, but I was expecting a little bit more. And he looked at me and he was like, man, you know what? I saw everybody, raving about it online today, and I'm a nerd. So I went and got my ticket and I saw it. I was in the same theater as you were, and I kind of feel the same way. Like, it was good, but it wasn't great. And I was expecting great. So it was just kind of cool to run into somebody who was in the same theater as I was, who had pretty much had the same experience with buying their tickets as I did. And for them to be sort of on the fence about it too, I thought that was interesting. Now, as time has went on, I've been on X constantly because I love watching and reading news and stuff on there, and just seeing the overall fan reaction has definitely been positive, but there are definitely sections of people who are like, yo, this was good, but it wasn't as good as everybody made it seem. And I'm just happy, and I'll let you comment on it, but I'm just happy that there are those dissenting views out there. A lot of times we get, and at least and I know it's pretty much with all entertainment, you have those people who are just super fans of something, and they are just there, and it doesn't matter if they just throw slop. Superman could have came on the screen and said, I'm Superman, and spun around for 45 minutes, and somebody would have said, oh, it was the best portrayal of Superman ever, because that's just what people do these days. But I'm glad that there are people out there who are being a bit more divisive about the movie and not as supportive of it. And I think that those sort of dissenting views need to be out there. I can't tell you the last time I watched the movie and I got finished with it, and I was like, it was incredible, and it was the best thing that I've ever seen. It was you can't really find any flaws in it, even though after the fact I did find flaws in it. But like, after I saw Endgame, Infinity War and Endgame, like, watching those, I was just like, yeah, this is it. Like, this is like that was peak. That was top tier. That was the best of the best. So I kind of go into everything now comparing it to that. And that, it's kind of unfair for everything else to be, to come along afterwards, even the Marvel stuff, even, especially the DC stuff. But it's kind of, but I compare everything to that. To me, that is the type of movie that deserved those raves, that drew tears from people, that had people clapping at the end of the movie. Like, when I went to go see it, nobody really clapped. Like, people were talking about how funny it was and stuff before the movie came out, and I laughed at Guy Gardner a few times. I laughed at Mr. Terrific a few times, but for the most part, I was silent. Some other people were laughing and yucking it up, but it's pretty silent on it. But I really feel as though there's this constant battle now between established media, YouTube kind of media, and just your general fan. And it makes me feel a certain way when I feel as though I can't always trust what the media says about something. And then also you have these other people out here who are on YouTube or on X or on Twitch, and they kind of just chill for these movies. And that kind of turns me off too. So I mean, everybody, you can only call it how you see it, and I get that. And maybe it was everything for you, but it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me.
I have a similar conflict with that too, because I think I'm someone that loves cinema. So there's this cinematic critic in me, and then the fandom in me, and trying to balance that out. So, like, I think there's people that will go in a movie. If you wanted to feel good about the direction of the DC universe, if you wanted to see a actor portray Superman, if you wanted that symbol of hope, and you got that, and then you could attach yourself and say, I love it, I love it. Good visuals. But then if you're that cinematic critic, there was too many things that I could pinpoint at the theater the next day that I didn't like, that made me say, okay, this is a good movie, not a great movie. And then I'm like you, the bar for superhero movies have kind of gone up and down. I remember like the early Superman movies really good. The Superman sequels were bad. Batman '89 kind of took the bar back up. The
Yep.
Batman sequels took the bar back down. Then we get the X-Men and Spider-Man got it back up again. And the Avengers, like you said, Endgame, Infinity War, took the bar up there. These movies can be like best picture of the year. So now you're like, no, this wasn't one where I'm applauding. This is not one where I'm in tears. This is not one that I'm going to be talking about years on. And so, yeah, I've definitely seen that. And I think you're getting a group that, I think there was a group ready to kill this because James Gunn was attached to it. You definitely had a group that was ready to just kill it. And then I think you had a group that overdid it with it. So it's one of these things now, like you said, it's hard to find who you trust and whose opinion that you trust. And so, like, what I try to do, like what we're doing here, is really give you a layout of what you didn't like, what worked, what didn't work. And sometimes that's what I look to hear, as opposed to, out a rating. What
Yep.
did JD, what did he like, what did he dislike, and why? What did
Yep.
Steve like, dislike, and why? That's where the value in the critique comes from.
Yep.
So I think you have to do a little bit more of that, because I'm like you. I think there's definitely, now it's hard to trust people's opinion.
Yep, I see we got a comment from Chimera here. Worst Superman film to date. So first off, let me give you a little air horn real quick. We're jumping in. Appreciate it. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and subscribe to the channel, because we talk this type of stuff all the time. So but yeah, worst superhero or Superman film to date. Now that I won't say, no, I won't say it's the worst, because some of those sequels, like Superman 3,
And 4.
yeah, and 4 back in the day were rough. Like,
Yeah, they were rough watch.
that was bad. Like, I mean, I definitely, maybe you haven't seen those. Yeah, you want to see some bad, please go back and watch those, because
Yes.
that was not good. That was not good. But yeah,
I definitely like Man of Steel better. I'm on the record of saying Man of Steel to me was better. The Forgotten Superman Returns with Brandon Roth, I thought had potential. It missed some things, but yeah, I won't go as far as saying it's the worst film to date, but I have my issues with it.
Yep. Nope, I did too. So yeah, I kind of disagree, but yeah, I was definitely disappointed in it from I was expecting it to be. And Kamaya just dropped another comment. Nobody counts those ones as their sequels, but I'll be clear, worse first. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Got you. 100%. I'm with you on that. Yep. Thank you for clearing that up, because now I am 100% with you. Yeah. And as we've laid out, we wanted more, and I think this is a good point that we can segue now into our conversation, our last sort of topic on this. But and I'll let you start off too. Where does DC go from here? Like, what this was a to me, at least in my opinion, it was a good start to a universe. If this is your ground floor is solid. It's not the best, it's not the best foundation that it could have been, but it's solid. It's good enough to build another floor on top of. So where do you think it goes from here?
Well, I think they're gonna drop the Supergirl movie, and she had a slight part that I didn't like towards the end of the movie.
Yeah. Why don't you talk about that real quick?
So I guess what Crypto is her dog,
right.
Superman is taking care of Crypto,
and she's a drunk.
Yeah, she's a drunk, and she just disrespects him, just like whatever. Like this is Superman. She's just completely disrespects him, And so does Crypto. Crypto is like very disrespectful to him. And
Right?
he's just dog sitting. That he's dog sitting for Crypto doesn't listen to him. So I think they're gonna go. That'll be like probably the next direction. I know they're gonna introduce another Batman into DC. They're gonna do two separate Batmans. So I think it's Batman Bold and the Brave. That used to be an animated series. I know that Teen Titans are coming. Um, and I think at Teen Titans, and I want to say they're probably going to do a Wonder Woman as well with that. And then I know Peacemaker is going to do season 2 coming up soon. I think with a Peacemaker cameo in the movie
It
too.
was. It
So
was. It
yeah, I
was.
think that's the direction they're going to. But I'm telling you, I would explore what works well, and I thought I would definitely get into Guy Gardner and probably push them more in that Green Lantern series whenever they get to it for HBO Max.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you on that. The fact, oh, we got a comment from Katie real quick. I'm obsessed with Crypto. He needs his own movie pronto. Yeah. Crypto saved the day on multiple
Yeah.
occasions. Like if Crypto wasn't there, this movie would have been completely different because Superman would have just probably gotten killed at certain points because Crypto saved the day, man. But yeah, I feel like if we can, I think James Gunn does a great job with ensemble movies, and he does great when he works with groups. So I think once we eventually can build up to the Justice League, that's probably going to be phenomenal. I thought I enjoyed what he did with Creature Commandos. I watched that. I like what he's done with Peacemaker. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I did.
And season 2 coming out soon. If you like Peacemaker, or if you enjoyed the first season, we will be doing live watch parties for that every day that it comes on. And Steve, you are invited if you'd like to come on with us and watch those. But yeah, I love Peacemaker. And I think that if we get to the point where James Gunn is ready to do Teen Titans, that's probably going to be great too. Only because I do trust him with those groups
I do too.
of characters and how
Yeah.
they interact and like building that sort of family feel. Like I think that's something that he does well. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
as far as what I think is up next, I think you need to establish your big characters. Like, don't and we're getting Supergirl next, which is I'm a little nervous about that. But we need to get our Wonder Woman in place. We need to get our Batman in place, and you need to if that's Robert Pattinson's Batman, okay, you're gonna have to retcon a whole lot and change up his whole vibe because his current vibe does not fit with the vibe of this DC right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna have to adjust some things, which it could be done. It could be done. But we need to get those three. You got to have your Trinity in place before we can move forward. And I think to establish them and then continue to build from there. You can throw your cyborgs in and Green Lantern. I think it's great that Green Lantern is going to have a show. So I almost guarantee you, and I'm going to go out on a limb, I think that Green Lantern show is going to be better than this movie was.
I can see that.
I think it's going to be better. I think it's going to give people more of what they want, and it's going to have a lot more time to develop the Lantern Corps and all the different versions of Green Lantern, and being able to see the development of their own sort of separate area of things and how they sort of will fit into the rest of it. I think that is going to be great. So I'm probably most excited about that. Just the same way you are. We got another comment from Chimera. Honestly, now I want to see if Batgirl was truly worth getting a release. If they think this Superman is a DCU tone-setting blockbuster level film, they completely scrap Batgirl after they filmed all of it.
Yes,
that movie was done.
And legally, they can never release that.
Really? See, I didn't.
It was part of a bankruptcy settlement, so they can never release this.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
They can't put it on HBO Max. They literally have to scrap it.
Wow, that's wild. That's wild. I don't. Yeah, and I mean, I of course, it's a legal thing, but it's crazy to go and make a movie that probably cost $100 to $150 million and just leave it
Mhm.
at sunk cost. Like
Mm.
that's wild to me. But yeah, as far as the DC universe, I think that it's in a good place. I really want to see them, and this is one thing that I feel as though Marvel has struggled with, and DC can do a better job with. And if they do a better job with this, they will earn a lifelong fan out of me. Even though I'm going to go see the movies anyway, they'll raise my fandom up a little bit more if they can start nailing villains. Give me villains that are relevant. Give me not one. I don't want any more one-off villains. I don't want somebody who's going to be a villain for a movie and then he's, taken out at the end and then you never see him again. Like to me, the biggest injustice, pun intended, that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has done is their treatment of villains, specifically Ultron.
Oh,
Ultron was criminally
yeah.
treated like that. He was my favorite villain
Yeah.
in watching the different animated series and reading the comics. Like Ultron was always my favorite, so that's why when they made the second Avengers movie based around Ultron, like I was super excited. And know that he's supposed to be coming back in Vision Quest, um
Yeah.
the series that's supposed to be coming. I think it comes out next year.
I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
next year. I know he's going to be coming back in that, so hopefully they can go and develop him a little bit more. But yeah, that made me mad with the way that they
Very upsetting.
go out in that movie. But yeah, I really hope that DC does a good job with developing their villains. Even if you had films that were around the villains a little bit more, like tell a Superman story through the lens of Bizarro. Tell these different stories through the lens of a villain as opposed to always just via the hero.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a cool way to
Mm-hmm.
innovate and change things a little bit as we get more and more into the time where superhero films are a little bit more saturated and a little bit more overdone, and people are probably getting a little bit tired of them to some degree. So but yeah, I think that's where I kind of want to see things go. Got another comment, Chimera. Man, appreciate you for all your comments, man. It makes the show so much more fun when we get a ton of comments. So that's why I'm not believing Gunn's DCU lineup until official trailers. Because if Superman is about to flop, why would WB greenlight Clayface, Sergeant Rock, Booster Gold, etc.? Yeah, I'm with that one.
Yeah.
I did hear. Yeah, I heard the same stuff that you've heard about the Clayface movie.
Yeah.
That's a little too obscure. Like that's throw Clayface, make Clayface a villain in your Batman movie. Like
Yeah.
it's you can't go out of order. Like you got to establish your temp holes first, and then you fill it in with some of these other extra characters. Let's not even get into Sergeant Rock. Like Sergeant Rock is even more obscure than Clayface. Like that's wild. Like Booster Gold, I think would be a cool movie.
I do too.
Not right now. That's like 5, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years down the line. Once you got everything and already set up, why would you swing for a Booster Gold when you don't have your Justice League yet?
Yeah, you got to establish your main players first.
Yep.
You got to get. I still don't know. I've heard things about where they want to go with Wonder Woman, Batman. You got to establish. And the thing about it is, like Marvel does it with Disney Plus. They could do this with Max. They can. Everything doesn't have to be a big picture. But like the thing about like Clayface is this is a mistake that I think Sony has made. Is they put these sort of their villains, it's sort of like B, C level villains, and they built the movie around, and that movie has always failed. So, I would establish main players before I start going to like these sort of B list, C list villains.
Yep. No, 100%. Chimera dropped another comment. Why would you Clayface before a solo Green Lantern or a solo Dr. Fate?
Yeah.
Enough
absolutely.
said. Exactly.
And your Dr. Fate, you could Dr. Fate is a character that I think you could do a lot with. And I would introduce him really, really quickly. Especially now that Marvel's not hot. Dr. Fate would be one I would get in. Green Lantern, definitely. I think people sleep on Dr. Fate. I would get that one going soon.
Yep. Yep. And I mean, I don't know a ton about Dr. Fate. Everything that I know about Dr. Fate is pretty much from the animated movies that I watch and also the Injustice video game. So, like I said, I'm not super deep on my DC lineup, but yeah, I think that just from everything that I've seen, that would be awesome. I also feel as though, and we went this entire time without mentioning his name, but some of the greatest storytelling in the DC universe are Flash stories.
Yeah.
And for them to I think that Flash needs to be maybe not front and center, but you have an opportunity to rescue an IP in the Flash that is pretty tarnished at this point. And as far as a power set, as far as the way the powers look on film, I don't think anybody has really nailed it to this point. But if they can figure out a way to do that, I think the stories that you can tell via the Flash are some of the best that I've ever seen. Like the animated man, why is it slipping my mind right now? The animated I literally just watched it for like the third time 2 weeks ago.
Was it the Point Break one?
Yeah, Flashpoint Paradox. Legitimately, probably the greatest thing that I've ever seen DC make was that Flashpoint Paradox movie, like animated movie, like incredible. I mean, like blew my mind just seeing the alternate versions of Superman, and then the Superman and Wonder Woman fight and stuff. Like, dude, I mean, incredible. Like we if you could just live action that entire movie, I would be sold.
Yeah.
So we need to, you know, like we've said multiple times, we need to get these characters, the main players, get them set up right. I think that as far as Flash is concerned, to me, Flash, every version of Flash that we've seen would fit very well in this version of the DCU. The Flash that we had in Zack Snyder's films didn't really fit with that. I mean, he was too funny. He was too goofy. But that version of Flash would be perfect in this version of the DCU. So yeah, let's roll with that. Let's roll with that.
Agreed.
Yeah. And, go ahead.
No, you stole that right from me. I was thinking about that. He would be perfect for that. DC could really take a lot of hints from their animated movies. They really can. I like how the animated movies kind of introduced. We were talking about Dr. Fate. I like how they've done that with him. And Black Adam killed Dr. Fate, so you can bring that back and redo the character. Really well. But definitely, they need to take some hints from that animated series, their animated movies.
Yep. No, I'm 100% with you on that. 100% with you. All right. I think that's gonna do it for our Superman conversation. Like, dude, that was amazing. That was great. That was great. I can't think of a better person to have had on to discuss this. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna move over into the Fantastic Four stuff. So the way I cut things on this, it'll be released as a separate video. So if you have anything else you want to say to everybody who just watched this whole like hour-long video on Superman, you got some closing thoughts for everybody?
No, look, I appreciate the comments that we had. My whole thing is just, check it out, make your decision yourself. Try to go in there with an open mind. I know that there's, the Snyderverse that, you got a group that just, they don't want to like it. You got a group
of warring factions.
Yeah, that loves it. But, check it out and make the decision yourself. And, it's good to have communities like this where we can hash it out.
Yep, 100%, 100%. So yeah, let's now switch over a little bit, and I'm gonna see, like, for whatever reason, this isn't like running well, but I'm going to see if it'll play well. If it doesn't play well, I'm just gonna have to scrap it, and then maybe we'll come on at a different point once I get the technical side of this, because for whatever reason, like usually when I show videos on here, everything like runs smoothly. But for whatever reason now, it is not running smooth. So I want to jump into this Fantastic Four trailer that dropped last week. And I'm going to see how well it runs. And like, why is it jumping all around? Okay, let me see how well it runs. Cause see, I'm already like glitching out on the screen, and I don't like that. So yeah, probably won't do it. But anyway, we'll do one last topic. One last topic. What do you think? Okay, we've already done the DC stuff. As far as the Fantastic Four is concerned, everything that you've seen from it, do you where's your confidence level in how that film is going to perform in the box office and how it's going to continue the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I I have completely lost faith in the Fantastic Four. Okay, I just want to be clear with that. I'm gonna give it a chance in the hands of in the hands of the MCU now. I have it. It looks really good. Cinematically, the visuals look really good. I like how they're taking it back. Very similar to what we said with Superman. They're giving it that sort of comic book feel. It looks like it was ripped right out of a comic book. I like that. I want to like this movie. The trailers I've seen, I want to like it. But what I've seen out of the MCU past phase one, doesn't give me a lot of confidence. Two, the history of Marvel on the or Fantastic Four on the big screen gives me absolutely no confidence. I refuse to let this I refuse to be hurt by this movie again. The Fantastic Four will not hurt Stephen Lewis again. I have allowed this movie to hurt me, and at some point, you won't do it to me again.
Yeah.
If I good, I'm gonna go see it. I'm talking this stuff, but I'm gonna go see it.
Of course.
But it will not hurt me again. I'm such a nerd, and you can see if it's on YouTube. I've seen like the very first 1994 Fantastic Four movie. Like I talk to people that didn't even know this movie exists.
Right. Yeah. I don't know of this movie.
Look it up. It used to be on YouTube. You can watch it for free. It was very low budget. Like all the Marvel movies before X-Men were like poorly done, low budget.
Yep.
And they had a 1994 movie. The whole budget went on the Thing's suit, and it was like, and so like when the character was just like the invisible character, when they were supposed to disappear, they would just cut the scene and then they would reappear. That's how bad it was. I watched that movie. I watched the first two. I seen the last one with Michael B. Jordan in it. They were all trash, and I will not let Fantastic Four hurt me ever again. So as I was long-winded, to answer your question, I have no confidence, one, because of the history of Fantastic Four, and this past phase of Marvel, I also don't have any confidence with that.
Yep. I think the conversation about the Fantastic Four is going to rival our constant ongoing conversations about the Chicago Bears, and that they're gonna have to show me. Like we were just talking about how Marvel was at the top of the game. They had everything coming off of Infinity War and Endgame. It was peak cinema. It was amazing, and coming off of that and rolling into this last phase, I think it's phase 5, rolling into that phase, they allowed themselves to be overwhelmed by putting out stuff that doesn't matter, so much so that you don't know, or people who don't watch everything didn't know what to watch anymore. So there was just so much stuff coming out that you didn't know if you needed to watch it or need to watch it. On top of the amount of stuff that was coming out, the majority of the stuff was bad. It was bad. It just wasn't good. Then you had people who felt as though they were wasting their time. Now, once you get to that point, you have lost all your goodwill. So Marvel at this point they're gonna have to show me, just like you. You got to prove it. Everything looks great from the Fantastic Four that I've seen thus far. It looks great. It sounds great. Like I was just watching the trailer, just listening to Shalaval's voice, like just listening to the sound design on her voice, I was impressed by that. So obviously they've taken a lot of care with the
Mhm.
way this movie has been put together. I thought Thunderbolts was good.
I did
It
too.
didn't
Yeah.
it didn't perform well. It had its flaws too. Definitely had its flaws. I would have loved to have gotten, I mean, me and you talked about it off camera, but it would have been really cool to get you on right after that movie came out
Yeah.
to discuss that even further. But yeah, I'm in the show me point too. They gotta put it together. They have to build that foundation again that they've lost. And if they can do so, it'll allow a little bit more leeway for them to continue to do what they're doing. But the way it all leads up to Doctor Doom, I'm nervous about that.
Mhm.
They got some heavy work to do pulling everybody along and making us solidly believe that Robert Downey Jr.'s version of Doctor Doom is something that even remotely makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm a fan, you're a fan. We're gonna listen to and understand exactly why it's happening. But the normie, the common person out there, they're gonna look at that like, wow, why is he this different character now? So
Right.
you're gonna have to do a lot of
Right.
selling on that, and you're gonna have to
Right.
explain it in a way that everybody's gonna be able to understand. So I hope that they're able to do that. I think Fantastic Four gives everybody it's a good litmus test. Monetarily, the studio needs a win.
Yes. Absolutely.
Thunderbolts did not give them a win.
No.
Financially, it gave them a win. Critically, I thought that it was a good movie. It reviewed very well. Fans were very happy with the movie. I was pretty with the movie. You were happy with the movie, but it didn't make enough money. So they really need this movie to come through and make a good amount of money. So Chimera had another comment. I already prefer the cinematography and color grade and tone of Fantastic Four. I do have a little hope for it, but the story got a hit because they pulled me back into the MCU with Thunderbolts. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree
exactly.
with that.
Exactly.
The cinematography is bringing me in. I do like where they're going with it. Visually, it looks amazing. But again, I am not gonna get too hyped up on this movie. I'm gonna go see it as soon as it comes. I've seen them mess up Doctor Doom so much, and
Yeah.
I went in 2015 when they had the whole reboot when Fox rebooted the movie. I like what they were doing. They went with a younger cast. I was really excited about that, and that one was worse than the previous two. That's how bad that one was. And
Yep.
so I can't let them get me this time. I'm like you. I think they definitely need a victory. I like it. It seems like they're giving you an origin story as well. They're just completely rebooting it and rebranding it. So that's exciting, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go. I'm not going to go into the theaters with any high expectations for it.
Yep. I think that that's the best way to go about things until they can prove it. I think that going into Infinity War, expectations were high. They met and exceeded those expectations, and then Endgame came along and you even exceeded the Infinity War expectations. So
Hmm.
just to come from that, you can't go into this movie expecting that. And I think that that's a flaw that many of us have at this point, is that we keep waiting for something to hit like that, but
Yeah,
they aren't going to have anything hit us like that until they're able to build. And this is a first step, pun intended, towards
yeah,
that sort of building. And if they can establish the Fantastic Four in the right way and give us a good team up movie, in and of itself, that'll go a long way towards building what they have going towards Doomsday that we have coming up in the end of next year. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I definitely will come back on this channel. I'll bring you on, but I'll come on here and we will give you the real, we will give you the truth, and
absolutely.
we won't sugarcoat it. We're not gonna be like, oh, it was and like, oh, it was amazing. Like if it brings tears to my eyes, I'll let you know, but I doubt it. Um, but
Mhm.
yeah, we definitely aren't bald and where like I feel some of these folks are. Chimera
Yeah.
has one more comment. I've noticed about Fantastic Four is they obviously saw how well the 60s period style worked well with fans in Loki show. Yes, great show. So they put Fantastic Four in that same period. Not a bad choice because from trailers it fits so well. Yeah, and I think that if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but that comic initially was one of the first few comics that they rolled out. So it
Yeah.
is from that time period. So that's
Mhm.
why that time period sort of fits hand in hand with the story that they're trying to tell. So I'm excited for it, about as excited as I could be for a Marvel project right now until they give me more. Like, now, if this movie comes out and it blows me away, then my expectations are going to go way high.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
that'll be awesome. But yeah, until that
If it
happens,
blows away, that it's the things you could do in Marvel are limitless now. Limitless. It's a way that you can take, and I'm thinking way too far ahead, but you could basically do a soft reboot of T'Challa, the Black Panther, if if Fantastic Four works.
yep.
It allows you to do a lot of things. It allows you to kind of do a soft reboot with the last phase 4. You can get it back on track. So if it works well, there's a lot of things you can do.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you on that. Yeah, I as far as Black Panther goes, and I mean, only because you brought it up, I was initially in the camp where I felt like they shouldn't recast, T'Challa, but as time has went on, I'm definitely in the camp now where they to recast him and they need to recast him immediately.
Mhm.
Um, and from all the rumors that I've heard, with potentially having Damson Idris be the new T'Challa. Like, they need to do whatever they can to sign that brother up right now because that dude is a star. He is a star. He is a star. He is a star. You do whatever you can and you sign him up for as many movies as you can right now because he is the perfect sort of leading guy that you would want in that type of role. You're never going to get anybody to be Chadwick. I think Damson would do a
Right.
darn good job at being Damson and
Mhm.
bringing a level of class and a high level of acting ability to that character, which is something that you need. And I know that, going back and reading the Secret Wars comics, because I went back and read them like a month and a half ago, just as I'm getting more and more prepared for everything coming out in the next few years. T'Challa was a main character in those comics. Like, he was the leader of the Avengers. Like, and to now sort of have to be here telling this story without him, it's, I when I go to watch the movies, I'm going to feel like something's missing. So they need to recast him, and they need to recast him quickly with an actor who is great. No offense to Shuri, but Shuri isn't Black Panther.
No.
So you need to get. We need T'Challa. We need T'Challa. We don't. I don't care. You can, if you can explain it away that you bring it to T'Challa from the universe, that's fine. Wherever you gotta do it, just give me a T'Challa on there. And I'll be happy. Comment from that dude named Dave. TDND in the building. What's going on, bro? Salute. 100% salute to you, bro. Thanks for coming in, man. Make sure you hit that like button while you're here. I appreciate you, bro. As always, much love to you, my man. Yeah, just on a little Sunday night stream, having some fun. Not as much fun as you have on your show, but I'm here. Chimera has another comment. Says, agree. I feel like I was in the minority that was excited for the multiverse because all it takes is good writing to bring us back every time. There's so much more to bring to live action. Yep, 100% agree with you, man.
Yeah.
Chimera, you are a star of the show today. If I could give you some sort of award, I would give you that, but I will give you something. I got something for you. I don't know if you hit the subscribe button yet, but if you did, I really appreciate that. I will give you a quick round of applause. And say that I appreciate you for coming through tonight. Almost like, just the when you have comments that are in sync with the things that you're saying, it makes you feel good because you know that you're not just like on some crazy island,
Right.
saying
Right.
stuff that like, oh, nobody's gonna believe this, like,
Right.
and not that there's anything wrong with being on crazy island sometimes, but I just feel like I'm pretty grounded. Steve, I know that you're grounded in your thoughts on things too, and I just feel like there's a way to go about doing some things as far as these comic book movies go, and it's really not that difficult if
No.
I made the comment when you were over at the house yesterday that if I was paid the amount of money that NFL coaches are paid to watch personnel and to make decisions and stuff, like I think that I could be pretty darn good at that job too. I think that if I was paid the amount of money and given the job and opportunity to be a writer for one of these movies, I don't have to necessarily be the head writer, but I can give some darn good ideas and I can show you how to execute them. I might not be able to bring it all the way home, but I can set you on the right path where you guys who make all the millions can then, take it on home from there. But yeah, I honestly, man, Steve, I really enjoyed doing this tonight. I can't wait to have you on again. We have to do a review for Fantastic Four when it comes out. I don't know if I'm going to see it on like the Tuesday preview day or if it's going to be Thursday, but the Sunday after it comes out, make sure you have your schedule clear so that you can be on here, my man. I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it.
Anytime. I appreciate the comments, kept the show going. But anytime you want to come do a review, I'm here.
Oh man, I really appreciate that. TDND with a comment said likes up when walking in. Yes, 100%, man. If you have not hit the like button and you're watching this right now, please hit that like button. Even more so, hit that subscribe button, man. We are trying desperately to get to 500 subscribers. And at last check, we were at 430 some odd subscribers. So yeah, you can be a part of getting us over to that $500 or 500 subscriber mark. So I would appreciate it if you were able to help us out with that. And Chimera has one more comment that I'm going to read. It says exactly, especially with all this fake praise towards Superman. These reviews are so fake. Yeah, man. I don't want to say that. I want to think better of people that the reviews aren't fake, but it's just, and everything for everybody, and I get that, but like this movie didn't hit me the way it hit some people. Like when I heard people were crying, man,
Yeah,
like off of this
ridiculous.
This is your Superman. This is the one that got you in tears.
But
really,
there's a lot of podcasters, there's a lot of reviewers that want to stay in the good grace of DC. They want to keep getting invited to these events. So if they find something that they like in this movie, they are going to exaggerate on it. Okay. They're going to exaggerate on it. So yeah, I think that's one of the issues that people they don't want they want to stay in the good grace, the good hands of DC, keep getting invited to the events. So they do what they need to do.
I get that. I mean, and at a certain point, that all goes into. I'm sure all of that stuff went into DC's marketing budget, and I don't want to I want to think better of a lot of people, but yeah, they do, and I mean they're human, and I would enjoy being flown out to go see the Fantastic Four, but you better believe if the movie is trash, I'm going to say that, and I don't think it's going to be. Superman wasn't trash, but it wasn't what a lot of people were making it seem. So that was a little bit disappointing to me. But if you want that real, if you want the how the common person is going to feel about a movie, I think you can find that right here on this channel. Watch Stuff with Us. So Dave dropped a comment and said, no love for immigrant Superman. See, now you bringing some of the politics from your channel over onto this one. We're not gonna do immigrant Superman on here today. Have me on your show, and then we could talk about immigrant Superman and all the symbolism behind Superman in the story. Because we had Zack's Superman was Christ, and then this Superman is the immigrant Superman. So but yeah, we're not gonna do all that today. But yeah, man, I truly appreciate everybody for tuning in today. please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and hit that notification bell so that you are notified each and every time we go live in 2025. And with that being said, Steve, I love you and I appreciate you, bro. I will see you back on here in a couple of weeks when we do this Fantastic Four. And throughout the week, I will be dropping a video Monday through Friday, as always, doing some sort of trailer review and probably chopping this up into bits and pieces. So if you enjoyed it now and want to catch the replay, you can catch it next week. Until then, I will see you all when I see you. Peace. What is going on, everybody? What is going on?
Hi.
All right, let's get this all.
Now that we can
straightened
see
out,
how we
yeah.
look, we're gonna need to adjust a little bit, C's. So,
You can
wow,
move.
this matches like my shirt.
I know, like perfectly.
That's crazy.
Perfectly. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. All right, can you move that way a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is that better?
Good. Yep. Pull this.
I feel like my hair on is really like uneven. It's like one side's higher than the other, but
You think it's uneven? I think it looks good.
I'm just thinking, maybe, I don't know. Maybe my head's always out of axis.
Keep this close to your face. There you go. All right. I think we're good now. I think we're good. Can everybody hear us?
Hopefully.
Does we sound good? Let me
The
check.
microphone's even on.
Yep, I think that's good.
Mine's
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. How's everybody doing today? My name is JD.
I'm Katie.
And this is Watch Stuff with Us. We are live right now on a fantastic Saturday morning / early afternoon, depending on where you are at in the world. And we today are going to be watching a bunch. And when I say a bunch, I mean a bunch of trailers and reacting to them live. And in real time. So you will get to watch them with us, and you will get to watch us react to them. And if you have comments and concerns and questions and things that you want to say about those, we will discuss them directly with you. So thank you so much for tuning in right now. Yes, directly.
No, it's like very well enunciated. Almost sound like harsh. Like, we will talk to you.
Directly.
Yikes, don't bring it up that way.
I know. All right, hold on. I'm gonna switch screens. But yeah, the first trailer that we have on the docket for today is Stranger Things 5. They just released. I was trying to say like in between reduced or introduced and released when it came out is reduced.
You want me to talk today?
Yes, go ahead.
I don't know what to say. They just released it.
Release what?
The season 5 Stranger Things.
Yep. Now it's on me. Now it's back to me.
All right. Here.
Stranger Things.
I'll pass the single brain cell. There you go.
Thank you.
You can use it now.
Yes. Stranger Things 5 teaser trailer reduced.
Oh, sorry. Stranger Things 5, the teaser trailer. What word were you trying
Released.
Released. It's released. I didn't know what you were trying to say. You just kept saying reduced.
I told you I was trying to say
I know, and then I forgot because I was focused so much on saying it correctly.
So yeah, we're gonna watch that and react to it. Hopefully better than the way that we attempted to even introduce this.
At least when we watch it, our mouths are pretty much shut, so you don't have to worry about hearing word vomit at that point.
Right. So yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, if you are liking it, or if you like the stream, or if you think that we're in the least bit entertaining, please jump in and let us know what you think as well. But
and feel free to roast us on the fact that we don't know how to talk today.
Facts. I don't know what's wrong with myself right now. No clue. All right, let me switch my screen up. Boom. All right, like I said, Stranger Things 5 official teaser starting now.
Commencing in 5, 4.
Oh God.
3. Come on. 2. And after what we've been through, this thing it ties us together forever.
Wherever this blood leads. I need you to fight one last time. Let's end this, kid. Found you.
Oh, the greatest game I've ever seen.
Man, they're so old.
Yeah, that's like legit my first reaction.
Old.
Yeah.
Did you see what's his name's sister?
Yes, she's like 48 now.
I know. So he's like 54.
No, yeah, she's like
Sorry for saying what's his name. I feel like it's been so long since I saw the
know,
last season. I actually forgot his name.
I know, but I'm
What was his
so
name?
excited.
What's his
I'm
name?
so excited for this to actually end.
Mhm.
Like I want to see how it ends. I won't be happy once the show is over, but I really want to see how it ends. And I feel like they've set up
Her name's
so
Erica,
much.
right?
Yes, you're
Okay.
right. I feel like they've set up so much with this show, and it's been so long. Like I was watching, or I read something earlier that said that they have done like 30, maybe it's 34 or somewhere in the 30s amount of episodes over 9 years. Like that is a long, long, long time to be sort of only getting out 30 some odd episodes. But needless to say, I'm excited for it.
They
don't
hooked
know.
everybody in though after like the first season.
Oh,
So
of course, and everybody was willing to wait all
Yeah.
that time.
clearly,
Yeah,
here we
and
are.
yeah, I really want to see how they're able to end the story and if the ending makes sense, because a lot of times, like, I feel like I've been burned as of late with a lot of shows that have ended and they have not ended well. Like, it hasn't been good. It's barely been entertaining.
Or you can tell when they just went on too long and ran out of ideas.
Ran out of ideas and ran out of money. Like, you can always tell that, and I
And
hope
then it
that
just
that's
kind of goes. "Meow."
yeah, I hope that that's not the case with this. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'll be here. We'll be here to watch it live as soon as the episodes drop on Netflix. We'll be watching them live,
So you can watch
with
them
you
with us.
and hang out with us while
immediately.
we watch them.
Although we are not able to show it on our stream, nor are we able to play the sound for the videos.
Right,
But you can look
watch it
on
at the
your
same time.
own device at home and go ahead and react with us.
Yes, and watch and hang out with us while we watch it. So
We'll talk about it together.
yeah, 100%. What did you guys think of it? Even more importantly, besides us and how we feel about it, what do you think? Drop that comment below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so that you are notified each and every time we go live.
In 2025.
My name is JD.
I'm Katie.
And that has been Stranger Things 5
Season 5.
teaser reaction. We will see you when we see you. Peace. All right.
What are we going to do next year when it's 2026? This is the first year we've had something catchy to say.
Yeah, I know. I've been workshopping some ideas for 2026, so I'm thinking like subscribe to the channel so that you can be in the mix.
Yeah, for 2026.
For
I was thinking mix
2026.
is the only word I can think of.
Yeah. You can collect sticks in 2026.
Nope, that one's out.
Get your watch stuff with us fix in 2026.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
Might keep that one.
That kind of works.
Let us know if anybody else has an idea. We might use your little pickup line.
You know, we're snacking on the show today.
Yeah, so I'm afraid it might sound almost like borderline ASMR in here now that he got these new microphone stands and this thing is in my face. You can't even see my cute shirt. It says mama, but I feel like this microphone just like takes up, I mean, it's pretty large. It takes up like my whole shirt, so.
And you're still too far away from it.
Yeah, I already moved it away from me.
No.
Because you keep shoving it in my face.
Yeah, because you talk quiet.
Look. Look at how it looks. It's on me.
That's how it should be. Now talk. Watch that when you talk. See how when I talk it goes like there? Say something, anything.
Yeah, something, anything.
Perfect. Now you're in the right spot.
I automatically project.
No, you don't.
I'm a very loud person.
Have you ever went back and watched our shows?
Yeah, and you can always hear me.
No, I didn't
Even
get.
if I'm
I didn't
a little
get
bit
these.
quieter, you can still hear me, and that's what volume buttons are for.
Yeah, but then I come in booming, and then you come in extra quiet. Okay. Next up,
I don't even have any more comments.
we're gonna watch Mortal Kombat 2. Did you watch the first Mortal Kombat with me? I believe you did.
I think so.
Yeah, and I mean this is more. So
I didn't
like-
really know what was happening, but
Yeah,
I think I did.
you don't have to know what's happening. It's
I didn't play the game. So.
Yeah, it's an amazing video game adaptation. The last one that came out a few years back was really good. They've actually done pretty good justice for these movies in the past, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see this one when it comes out. So we're going to react to the trailer. I've not seen it yet, so I'm excited to see it. Mortal Kombat 2 official trailer. I love the
rated
Red
R.
Band trailers. Yes.
It's rated
Yes.
R, so be careful if you have needles.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
So
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s. Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight. Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that. This is a war for the fate of your world.
You think I did or what?
I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor. I find you annoying. Not the face.
didn't use that.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be. All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime. Get over here! Finish him! Are you kidding me? You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
Okay.
What is the
What's your first reaction?
what is the main actor's name? I forgot.
What? Let
'Cause
me go find
We've
it.
seen him.
Come on, man. Carl Urban. Carl Urban. That's
Well, I
his
wanted
name.
to speak about him, and I didn't remember his name.
Yes, but that's when we should be like prepped before the show, and I should have these things ready, and then you blow me up by not having it ready.
First off, I didn't even know what trailers we were going to be watching
That's why
today,
I said me.
so I couldn't be
That's
prepared.
why I said me.
Well, then don't ask for comments from me. Because I'm going to ask questions that you don't have answers to. Anyway, I just wanted to comment on the fact that we have been used to seeing him so much in The Boys, and without facial hair, I don't even know who he is anymore. Also, I prefer the facial hair. That's pretty much what I got out of this, because I don't really care about Mortal Kombat. I'll watch it with you because I watch anything, but it's not one of my must-sees. So I'm just going to talk about a guy and how he should have his facial hair. Your turn.
The only thing that I feel about this is that it makes me nervous that it feels a little bit more cheesy than the first one. And the first one was a little bit cheesy, and I felt like it kind of took things more seriously, though. Like, as long as there's a good balance between the cheesiness and the actual, like, fighting and drama in it, like that's cool. And I mean, like, you can't have a serious,
No, I love when they throw in a little bit of
idea.
humor.
Yeah, like, that's fine. But and I know that Johnny Cage, the character that he's playing, is quippy like that and cocky and has a bunch of one-liners and stuff like that, so that definitely fits the character. I just hope that it's not like the Johnny Cage show. Like, I want to see more of all the other fighters. And I felt like the backstory in the first one was actually really good. And the way that they balanced the comedy sort of aspects and the fantastical aspects of the movie, I thought they did a good job with that. And I hope that they can do that with this one as well. So,
What he said.
what do you guys think? Drop a comment below. Let us know. And share with us if you think that it looks good. Does it look bad? Does it look man? I am going to watch this for sure, but I'm not as excited as I was before I saw the trailer. So like now that I saw the trailer, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see. But yeah, what do you think? Drop that comment below. My name is JD.
I'm Katie.
And we will see you when we see you. Peace. All right. Next up we have Tron Ares. This is the second trailer for Tron Ares, starring Jared Leto. Have you seen the first Tron movie at all?
I want to say yes, but I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
may not have seen it in its entirety.
The last time we talked about Tron, we had somebody in the comments jump in like, "You haven't even seen the movie." Like, dude, get out of here. I did see the movie. I saw it once. Okay, I'm not a super fan of the Tron series, but I saw it
We
once.
have not rode the ride though.
Oh no, I would love to, but I heard it's not all that good. But
I heard
would
it's
love
really
to.
uncomfortable and squishes your legs.
Yeah.
So when we went,
It would be
we
cool.
didn't do it.
It would be cool. Maybe next time we go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's watch the trailer.
Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered,
What are those?
am I alone?
I love her. She's from Sisters. Remember she was at the nail
So
salon?
much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not. What are you?
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Hang on!
A malfunctioning program who wants to live. Why is that?
It's just a feeling.
Fascinating.
Okay. My first thought is it looks interesting and it looks cool, but like I already feel like I don't care about the plot. Like I don't, and I mean I get, and I'm glad that they explained that Jared Leto's character is sort of like an AI, and then eventually it's gonna
He has
become
more human
sentient,
emotions.
yeah, and discover that he has human emotions. We've all seen that story multiple times at this point, but I feel as though this one. Where's the conflict? Is it all just with him? Is it just with him trying to be more than an AI?
It's an internal battle.
Right. And if that's it, it doesn't sell me. I need to see more. I need to see more of the reasoning behind why he is who he is.
Just like the last one. If you have it on the television, I'll watch, but I don't really care.
Okay.
Feel free to hate on me. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean it's meh. It doesn't grab me like some of the other trailers.
I love
that we
action stuff,
watched.
but I just meh.
Yeah. I mean
I need more depth.
This is one of those movies where like a lot of times I feel like there are trailers that come out and they show too much of the movie and too much of the plot, and you feel like by the time you get to the theater you've seen all of it. I kind of feel like that with the Fantastic Four movie right now. I feel like I've seen so much of that I
It like
actually
spoiled some of the
stopped.
funny parts.
I watched the first 2 trailers and like they have released so much content, like 30-second clips and stuff, all last week, and then up until this week coming up, they're gonna have more stuff coming out. I haven't watched any of that stuff. I haven't reacted to it on the channel because I don't want to be completely spoiled about everything in the movie.
I mean,
So,
it's out so much that it's shown up on our daughter's tablets and like as an ad for their games.
yep.
Like-
and they're humming it and know nothing about.
And we're like, well, how do you know that?
Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four.
Right, but
At the
getting back to
breakfast
this,
table.
getting back to this, this trailer and this movie series, I think, can benefit from having a little more explanation behind it, explaining a little bit more, breaking down a little bit more about why we should care about Ares, aka Jared Leto, and who are should we care about the rest of the planet, the rest of the humans on the planet, or is this all just about him and whatever the lady's character was? So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give this one an yeah, I'm not gonna see it in theaters. I might see it at some point, but yeah, this one doesn't do it to me. Like, maybe it helped. Maybe in the comments below, whoever that was last time who was yelling at me about not knowing anything about this, maybe you can drop a comment and explain more about what's
we
going
haven't
on
learned
here,
anything
because,
more
since
then.
No, definitely not. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, I'd appreciate it if you did, but if not, thanks for watching this. My name is JD,
I'm Katie.
and we will see you on the next review. Peace. All right, next is Hoppers, which is I think it's a Disney Pixar
Oh,
movie.
I did see the trailer for this, and I'm on the fence. So you haven't seen it?
Nope.
Okay, I'll see what your thought is.
Okay.
We've done it, Mabel. After years of work, this revolutionary technology gives us unprecedented access to the animal world. We put this into this. Yes, yes. This into this. This into this.
So let me get this straight. You created a fake animal.
Yes.
Which makes the other animals think you're an animal.
Yes.
Guys, this is like Avatar.
This is nothing like Avatar. Mabel, be careful. Whoa.
Hey.
How you doing, girl? Are we vibing? What's up? What's up?
I understand you.
What you doing, lady?
And they were in the same den.
No.
Nice sunny spot you got here.
Uh-huh.
Lunchtime!
Oh, no.
Yay!
No! Put him down!
Ow! Okay. Why?
Huh? What? Why what? Why would I save his life?
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Wait, what? But she was gonna eat you!
Well, yeah, she caught me. It's pond rules.
Mm-hmm. Pond rules.
Wait, I'm confused. How could you be cool with that?
I mean, she's gotta eat someone. So, do you still wanna?
Nuh-uh. That's weird now.
Listen to me. We do not use hopping technology to upset the natural order.
She found the button.
Okay, since you've seen the trailer already, I'll go first.
Okay.
I liked it. I feel like that's kind of like fun. Like I didn't think that that's what it was going to be about, but I feel like it could have some good moments. I also feel like these types of movies are kind of like grooming us for mind replacement type things and all that stuff, but that's a whole different other story. But anyway, yeah, I thought it looked pretty good just on first quick little glance of it. I think it looked pretty good. What do you think?
I feel like our children are going to be obsessed with this movie. I hope that there's a little bit more comedy included, and that wasn't all of it. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether it's just me getting older. I love Pixar. I've watched a ton of Pixar stuff. I don't know if it's just me getting older or what. I'm not as excited about it, but I'm sure it'll be good. It'll be a nice watch, just not like something I'm dying to go see, but
Right.
That's okay.
I feel like the concept is pretty cool.
Yeah.
To sort of swap a human into an animal's body, and then all of a sudden you can understand like all the animals and stuff around you, and you're one of
Yeah.
them. Like that's pretty cool. The fact that she's coming in and disturbing the ecosystem, I can see how they're gonna probably ride that throughout the movie, and how her doing these things are going to have unintended consequences to everything and everyone around her. So I'm sure that's what the theme and the premise of the movie is going to be.
What it's like to be an animal in the world as opposed to a
Right.
human, and how the humans are destroying the animals and their habitats. But
Yeah. And like I said, I feel like they're just kind of like conditioning us for like AI and all that stuff. Tron, the movie that we just reviewed, does the same thing. Like it's just interesting to watch these types of trends. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the reaction. And I would say that I would go see this one. I would go check this one out. Our kids, like you said, our kids are gonna love it. And I think that it's a good kids movie. I think that sometimes I feel as though the Disney Pixar movies are kind of like running out of steam and they don't really have anything new. And I feel like this one is kind of new and kind of original. So
it is a different concept. So that's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to go check it out. What do you think? Drop a comment below and let us know what you think about the movie
Hoppers. Because somebody said you can't title it Beavers.
Oh. My name is JD.
I'm Katie.
and we'll see you when we see you on that note. Peace. Yeah, you can't really name it that, can you?
You can't. That would be a bad choice.
Would it?
I mean,
Disney
I don't think
Pixar can't get away
nobody's going to take their children to go see a movie called Beavers.
Why not? Well, if it's about beavers.
I'm just going to go to school. Have you seen beavers? Have you seen beavers? I like beavers.
Do you like beavers?
I like beavers. Like, I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with liking beavers.
I'm like 10 at heart, so sorry about all that. Stop crinkling the packages. They don't want to hear that. We're not doing ASMR.
ASMR.
No.
Wait.
No, I refuse. Bruh. Look, we lost more viewers. Thanks. Thanks. And I don't blame them. Now don't be swallowing right by their... No. 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 If they can count your heart rate, no.
Oh, man. Okay. Next up, we have Butterfly, which is a movie or TV show on Amazon Prime. Not that one.
I can go twice as high.
Not that one.
Look.
Stop it. No more.
Reading rainbow.
They're not here for that.
I can't see anything.
That's not how it goes.
Something.
Take a look. It's in the book.
Reading rainbow.
Okay. Now that
Reading rainbow.
Now that we finished singing.
Now you're gonna wish you didn't have this microphone here.
Now you're gonna
while
wish
I do like
that
my
we
stupid
were
singing
doing
stuff.
ASMR again. There's a garbage can right there.
Well, I just put it next to it.
Okay.
I didn't look down.
All right. So we're gonna get into the next one, which is called Butterfly.
In the sky.
You can't keep living this life. At some point, you start to lose yourself. That's why I came back for you.
Aww.
Dad? You let me grow up thinking that you'd been killed.
Disappearing was the only way I could keep you safe.
How has
I
he
can't
not
let you
aged?
live the same life I left behind.
At all.
Okay, so we'll just live happily ever after.
I used to love those.
You should pay for those.
David Jones is alive.
When he died, I trained his daughter to be the most valuable asset in this organization. They know all our secrets. I don't care who you have to bribe, torture, or kill. We have to take them out.
I like a challenge. She won't just let us walk away. We have to bring her down.
I'm not your asset.
Are you hers?
It's the only thing I know how to do. You ever throw someone off a roof? I wonder what that'd feel like.
Why would you wonder that?
I didn't say I'd do it. When you disappeared, I stayed awake every night waiting for you to come home. It'd be pretty shitty if you died again.
Don't worry. I'm not that easy to kill.
건강 잘 챙기고.
All these years I questioned myself. As an agent, as a father. But soon we can stop running. I've waited a long time to finish this together.
As a family.
Okay, what do you think? You go first.
Meh. Your turn.
Yeah, I think the whole idea of a father-daughter assassin crew is kind of like, yeah, it's kind of lame.
I mean, girl power, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of generic. And then for her to be younger and like angsty, like that's all like typical stuff. So I feel like the older I get, the more it's just because, especially with this show, I've watched so much content now, and like I see and watch pretty much everything. So now it really takes a lot to wow me, and this one is just sort of like, I don't know. Like there's a lot of obviously there's a lot of hype behind it, since it's close to 10 million views in less than 5 days. So obviously people are at least interested in it, and that's what made me click on it and check it out. But nothing against the actors. I think that they're cool. Daniel Day Kim is an awesome actor, going all the way back to Lost. Loved him on there. But yeah, it doesn't really strike me as something that
has much wow factor.
Yeah, it seems like a fairly straightforward espionage type story, where obviously the father has either died at one point in time and they brought him back somehow, or he was believed to have been dead and was just like away all that time, and now he's back, and now his daughter, I guess, had taken up his mantle, and now they need to work together to take down the people who took him down initially. Like I know that that's what the plot is going to be. So seeing something like this makes me like, oh, I know that
so
movie.
many other
Yep, I know that movie. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you as meh as we are? If you are, or even if you aren't, let us know in the comments below.
Is that one going to theaters?
I don't think so. It's a Prime Video thing. So
okay.
Yeah, it's got to be on Prime.
Then we might check it out. I would not go to theaters for it though.
Nah, I'm not gonna pay more than what I'm already paying to watch all the entertainment currently, just to see that one.
Yeah.
You know, not to be harsh, but it doesn't move the needle. And I think at this point in time, especially with the way this economy is, you got to move the needle. If you don't move the needle, I'm not going. But I'm also JD.
I'm Katie. I don't know what he's talking about moving a needle for, but
move the needle. You never heard that phrase before? Like something gets you going,
like to register, like a.
Thanks for watching. We're like argumentative today.
Is that like an old timey phrase that you're?
Yeah, I guess. You never heard of move the needle before though?
No.
Like something sways you or something, it moves you. Like it makes you want to watch something or want to do something.
No, I get the concept. I just have never heard the phrase before.
Yeah, no, I have multiple times.
Hit us up in the comments if you know this phrase or if you think he's whack.
I feel like you are just uncultured.
An uncultured swine.
Toy Story reference.
See?
That's that movie.
I watch Pixar. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying with this new one. I'm like, maybe it's just because I'm used to Pixar and like seeing, you know, the original movie and then seeing the sequels to it, whereas this one doesn't have anything prior, so.
Right.
But that's okay.
We'll see.
I'm still gonna give it a chance.
Yeah, we'll see.
I wonder if they can hear me eating my chocolate covered pretzels, and
Probably
if so, I
can.
apologize.
Probably can.
You're just as loud.
But no. Next up, we're going to watch Sketch.
They should hear you in a theater.
I've seen this trailer already, and I believe you have too. You showed it to me, and I thought that this would be a good one for us to watch and react to. Still, even though I've seen it, because I think it would be kind of cool to have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
I got things to say.
Okay. Finally.
Amber, you're incredibly creative. Here's the thing. Life is all about balancing the good and the bad. If you don't carry the good with you too, then it's just gonna make the bad stronger.
That's always kind of been her thing, right? Drawing?
All kids like to draw.
But has she always been so...
Iders.
Hiders. She's working through some stuff.
Are we orphans?
No, you have a dad. I'm alive.
Then what are we? What do you call an orphan that still has a dad?
Come on.
You know, feelings aren't bad. When you get angry, sad, or scared, put it in here, where it can't hurt anyone.
Is everything okay?
I found this place in the woods. We dropped Amber's notebook in it. And now I'm worried that Amber's drawings might be...
What are you talking about? What in the...
I promise I didn't want this. You're not an evil person just because you drew pictures.
I saw an eyeball with legs. When do you see that?
I know we're supposed to be scared of it, but it's kind of beautiful.
Amber was the only one doing what we're supposed to be doing, not running from the pain, but feeling it.
Watch this.
You guys ready?
No, I don't want to do this. I have to go to the bathroom. You couldn't have gone before we put all this stuff on? I didn't have to go then. Now I have to go too. Oh my.
Okay. So that was Sketch. I like it. I like it. I like the vibe. I like the art style and how they have brought the characters that she drew to life. Looks like it has just enough story for it to at least somewhat make sense. The kid actors seem pretty good. I like both of the adult actors. Yeah, I would go see this. I would go see
I
this.
like the concept of helping children to express their emotions, deal with trauma, things like that in like a healthier way. And hopefully that will encourage other children to use their coping skills or use different ways to, express themselves and their feelings. I do think the little monsters she made are a little bit scary looking for maybe some children. But I think it's kind of supposed to be a little scary. So yeah, I mean, maybe like 3 and 4-year-olds, maybe it's a little too
that might be
a little too much for them, having like these little blob creature just go
right.
But no, I think it's gonna be pretty good.
And it's fun, and it looks like it's serious enough to keep you involved and fantastical enough to be like exciting and not something that's just so heavy.
And it's relatable.
Yeah, and I feel like this movie is gonna be, it's really good, and then I also feel like there are some probably some super heavy parts of this movie too. And if they get you wrapped up enough, this is one of those movies that's gonna definitely hit you in the feels. So yeah, I would.
So you're gonna go risk it and go see it because he hates sad movies.
Yeah,
any sad part in a movie, especially Disney or Pixar, and he's out.
I might be a 6'3", 275-pound black dude, but I get emotional with Pixar movies and kids movies and stuff like that. Oh my god, I can't.
He will not watch Up. That is one of my very favorites, and he cannot.
I watched it once.
He'll watch things once and is done.
Yep.
Coco, he can't do Coco.
Nope.
What about Finding Nemo?
Nemo didn't get me. But
But
like
the mom and siblings all got eaten.
yeah, but
by a
that was,
piranha.
but that was and then
Or that was a shark, I think.
but whatever happened, I don't even remember. I've seen that enough times that no, that one doesn't get me. But like Up or Wally, nope. Nope, 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 not never again. Never again. Yeah, it's so sad, man. Especially Up. Like Up had me in the theater like holding back. I mean, just tears running down my
Up
eyes.
still makes me cry.
Oh no.
It's so sad,
I'm
but
good.
it's so good and funny.
It is, and I feel like this movie is going to be like that.
What is your favorite Pixar movie?
Probably Toy Story 3. Probably Toy Story 3.
Okay.
What would you say? Or the first Cars was excellent.
It was. Did you see
Like,
the other ones?
excellent. Yeah, I saw all of them, but like the first one was really, really, really good. But that's not why you're here. We'll talk about that once we're done with this. I will definitely check this movie out once, and it will be at home. I will not go to the theaters to watch it.
So he has access to all the Kleenex.
Yep. I'm JD the Weeper.
I'm Katie, and I don't have a nickname.
She doesn't have emotions. That's why.
I'm Anxiety. That might be one of my favorites.
Yeah, Inside Out.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, we're running through favorite movies. Oh, we got a comment from Darth Alba. What is going on? I'm pretty sure I've seen you on the channel before, so thanks for dropping a comment. Actually want to see this. Yeah, I want to see it. Like it's more interesting. It grabs me more than a lot of the trailers we watched today, and I feel like that emotional impact is there. So yeah, I can watch it, but I don't want to go to the theater to watch it because
If it gets too sad, he wants to be able to walk out of the room.
Yep.
And not have to pay to walk out of the room.
I gotta be able to detach a little bit when the sad parts happen, because I know that they're there, and you can just tell this movie is gonna be like that. So yeah, but definitely a good movie. I will check it out at some point for sure. Next up, we are moving on to the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants.
We haven't seen that one, right?
No, it's not
brand
out
new?
yet. It comes out in December, I believe.
Oh my god, the girls are gonna lose their mind. You're gonna love it.
Finish my candy real quick.
Just let me know if you can hear me crunching and if it's bothering you, because I will happily stop. I'm trying to do as daintily as I can. Eyes.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Okay.
This Christmas, something big is coming to theaters.
I'm ready!
Let's go!
Oh, no.
And they're about to go
Watch where you're going! Sorry.
Wait now! Where they've never
Ahoy!
gone before.
The underworld! It's not for the faint of heart! Oh, my lucky brick.
Dutchman's taking SpongeBob to the deepest, most dangerous part of the sea, the underworld.
Underwear? Underwear.
The Spongebob Movie, Search for SquarePants.
Destiny is squeezing my buns. Do you feel it?
Nothing. But don't let me slow you down.
Dude.
We gotta watch this with our
Dude,
kids.
yes,
Be
like
rolling.
that's so
This
goofy.
is all they've been talking about lately.
Goofy funny.
Butt cheeks.
Yeah, goofy. Oh god, yeah, they're
Butt
definitely
cheeks.
at that phase. But yeah, goofy funny. Like seeing that brick, like that was great. And I
That's
love
like
when,
that subtle, like adult humor that they put in there that
Yep.
little ones don't understand.
Yep, I love movies and kids shows that do that. Like they have enough to know, or they have enough awareness to know that they're going to be parents watching this stuff too. So you can kind of get all the little subtle jokes and humor that they put in there too. So yeah, no, that looks great. I would love to go see that.
Dude, Patrick's
Yeah, his he had the eye patch.
he got a little speedo, like a thong speedo.
Why
going
was
on
his
there.
why was his cheek so saggy though? Like
It's been a few years.
yeah, he's
I don't know. He's a starfish. Although I thought starfish were like usually molded pretty tight.
firm. Yeah, pretty firm, but not him. He's a little loose, but you know, who am I to talk about being loose?
Loose
So, So yeah, are you interested in seeing that at all? I definitely would. That's a watch for me.
We're gonna watch it with the kids, and then they're gonna watch it 500 times after
Oh
that
my god,
on their
yeah.
own.
Then they're gonna wear it out.
Yep.
We haven't really gotten to the point where they have a movie that they watch so much that they're like quoting every line from it.
No, but it's close with the
Yeah.
zombies and what's the other one?
The other one. I can't think of it.
What's the one with the like all the Disney
Descendants.
villains?
Descendants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this would fit right in that category. It's going to be huge at the box office since it's coming out around Christmas. I know tons of families are going to go watch it. So yeah.
It might be really funny to see in theaters and just hear all the kids like
everybody
belly laughing. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So yeah, what do you guys think? Drop a comment below and let us know. My name is JD.
And I'm Katie.
And we will see you when we see you. Peace. All right, next we are going to do Chief of War. Apple TV, Jason Momoa.
Tomorrow we face gods and men to build a kingdom. This island, this is your home. This land will hold you long after I am gone.
Tell me of the outside world.
It is strange. The pale skin honors no gods of the land. They will be coming soon. If this island is divided, this kingdom will fall. Alcohol makeana.
Kaiana is the fist of our people. We will need him to face the troubles that come our way.
I feel like the gods are against me.
Our gods are the same in that way. They speak to men about men. They don't speak with me.
I
want to fight.
Helalani ho'okahi no nāu puni apau. Oko ulalani no ia. Ekani ka pukaua.
Tomorrow we face gods and men to build a kingdom. No matter what happens to me, this is your home.
Okay, I'm thinking something, and I want to see if you are thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. And I will let you go first, and I will be honest if we are alike on our thinking. But you go ahead and tell me what you think first.
Okay, first off, I love that it is created by Jason Momoa. I don't know that he's created anything prior, and I think that this is going to be really cool. Second, we just got back from Hawaii, and it's cool to see like the land, and it was neat to learn about the people, and so I'm really interested in it for that. Third, it reminds me of Mulan a little bit, like girl wants to fight. Is she going to be able to fight with everybody else? Which she should be able to, because gosh, what year is this? And
well, what year is that? Like that was a long time ago.
Truth. And fourth, Momoa and loincloths. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
I feel like I probably didn't say anything you were thinking.
Well, no, a little close. Like Katie
Momoa
said,
and his
we
loincloth.
Yeah, the loincloth specifically.
Yeah, I
No.
figured that was it.
No, we just came back from a Hawaiian vacation, and I saw this trailer or a previous trailer for this show maybe like a month before we went on our vacation, and I kept moving it down my list, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to see it. I don't know if I really want to see it. I don't know if I want to see it. Then we went on vacation, and then I'm circling back to it now, and I'm like, okay, now I want to watch it since I know a little bit more about Hawaiian culture. Like I don't know if you recognize
People are freaking awesome.
Oh my god, amazing! But
the rest of the states don't compare. We suck.
The headdress and the I don't know what that was. I know cloak isn't the right word for it, but sort of the overgarment that he had that was like red and yellow. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember that at our hotel? When you wait over by the valet, they had like that headdress and the cloak there. So yeah, I just like little stuff like that, and knowing and recognizing,
knowing that it's like more real and not just like made up stuff.
Yeah, like that.
People do wear this stuff.
Yeah, like that was cool.
Did.
So I'm wondering if it has to be the story of, and I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, so please correct me in the comments. And believe me, I'm not doing this on purpose, but I'm just trying to go off of memory. But I think it was like King Kamehameha was the person who like settled the Hawaiian Islands initially. So I'm wondering if that was him in his headdress, and like that's sort of this story, and
wasn't
like how that comes into
didn't
play.
We get our picture taken by a statue?
I think so.
Or one of the kings.
Yeah. But I mean, it looks pretty good. Like I didn't think that this was like, just coming into it before, like I said, I didn't think that the story of Hawaii and the people of the islands, like I didn't think that was something that would like draw me in. But like now that I've been there, I'm like, ooh, now
and this
I want
is
to
like
see it.
Momoa's life. This is his culture. Like these are his people. So it's really cool that he decided to make this to show, kind of what they've gone through. And yeah, how us white people are an embarrassment per usual.
I won't say an embarrassment.
Yeah,
I'll just say that,
the majority of us are very embarrassing.
Conquering another land.
Dude, we have to I won't go into politics, but
yep. Thank you so much for checking out this review of Chief of War, the official trailer from Apple TV, and Jason Momoa and a loincloth. My name is JD. If you have enjoyed this, please like the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment on this video. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified each and every time we go live.
In 2025.
And we will see you when we see you. Thanks so much for watching. Peace. All right. Next up, we have The Running Man.
Stop filming me!
I'm pretty sure The Running Man is like a remake.
Ben Richards, 35, married, one child, in medical crisis.
We need money for a doctor now.
Ben, watch us up.
Employment status, blacklisted. But there's still a way out for you. It's the biggest show in the country.
Bloodlust is our birthright! Set it free! Welcome to The Running Man!
People on these games never come back.
I'm not trying to get myself killed, so kiss my ass twice.
Right there is why you can win this game. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days with the entire nation hunting you down. And get your family out of Slumside for good.
I'm gonna come back here and burn this building down. I promise.
That's the spirit.
This is America, goddammit! And we don't put up with no bullshit! Yes! Hunt him down! Stop filming me!
Have you ever wondered if this game is rigged?
Guess we'll find out.
too fast.
Hey, buddy. You're on Freebie.
You better run! I got a grenade!
Back at you.
I'm still here, you shit eaters. Hey, big boys!
Are you crazy?
He was in Juno.
Oh yes, yes.
It's been a while.
Dude.
The cast is amazing.
Yeah.
I've always loved Glenn. He does great in literally anything you put the guy in.
Did you wipe your drool up?
No, I didn't drool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like him.
Not just like?
Not drool worthy for me, but I admire his talent. He's a great actor. Why are you laughing?
Because I admire the talent of his abs.
I already talked about Momoa. He's drool worthy. I do kind of have. No, I don't have a type, but anyway, getting back to it. I think it looks really entertaining. The action is great. The filming is great. It looks funny.
It looks funny.
It looks great. I love that whole. I just keep saying great. I love the concept of it, about how he's trying to rise up with his family, get out of the slums, and he's got to do what he's got to do.
Right, and he's on this show where literally anybody can track him down and catch him, so that they can get the riches or whatever bounty is on his head. Like it's a cool concept. I feel like every day in 2025 we get like closer and closer to something like this being a reality for the U.S. But
I feel like
that's a whole different.
It has a little bit of like the concept from the Mandalorian, how they're always hunting, and then what was that movie where there's like one day a year where the Purge?
Yes.
Okay, and then
Yeah, I like that Edgar Wright is doing it. He did the first Ant-Man movie. I love that. He might have done the second one too. I know he didn't do the third one, but I love his cinematography. Like that scene with him, running down the hallway, like that's definitely like an Edgar Wright thing.
And sliding like down into the elevator.
Yeah, like really cool.
Playing hot potato with the
scene, you can tell that they're
that
like
cool.
Characters. The bounty hunters are like gonna end up being like characters too. So it's not like it's just regular people trying to hunt him down.
Right. And they're also just, doing what they need to do to survive as well. So
yeah, fun concept. I did not know it was a Stephen King thing. So we got to talk to Jeff. That's my best friend and resident.
That's probably why the title was familiar to me. I haven't read that one though.
Yeah, I haven't either. But yeah, looks good. Looks really good. And I'm happy that it's a Paramount movie. So I'm guessing it's going to be on Paramount Plus, which we have. So that'll be cool. What do you guys think? Are you as intrigued by this film as we are? Please drop a comment below.
Let us know.
Subscribe.
Yay or no? Or meh.
Hit the like button if you like the video. Don't hit the dislike button because we don't like that. And you don't push that button. But you can hit the notification bell so that you're notified each and every time we go live.
In this year of 2025.
Thank you. My name is JD.
I'm Katie.
And we will see you when we see you. Peace. All right, next up we have Weapons, the second trailer for Weapons. So we reacted to the first trailer, so let's react to the second one now.
I just want to say how very sorry I am for...
She should be locked up until she tells us what happened.
The truth is that I want an answer just as bad as all of you.
We're talking about 17 kids in one classroom.
That's true.
I want to know what happened in that classroom. Why just her classroom? Why only her?
They're our children.
I love those kids.
This is a true story that happened right here in my town. A lot of people die in a lot of really weird ways in this story, but you're not gonna find it in the news.
Those kids walked out of those homes. No one pulled them out. No one forced them. What do you see that I don't? Show me. Where did you go?
There's something very, very wrong going on.
Come on. What am I looking at?
Leave the investigating to the investigators.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Rewatching. 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 Rewatching.
Dude, that looks excellent. That looks really good. Really good.
It's good. It's got that, like, it's not all fictional.
Yeah, like it
Like,
seems like
it could be, like, believable
Mhm,
at times, but then you're like, wait, there's something that's probably a little bit, like,
yeah, it
demonic and
looks
possessive and stuff.
believable enough.
Yeah.
And like the realistic horror, elements of it, I love. Like the dude stabbing himself in the face with a fork. Like, I mean, it might sound like morbid and crazy, but like I love stuff like that.
Maybe
because
she, like, hypnotized them all.
I don't. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on.
And it's like when the clock strikes this, then you all walk out like you're flying.
Yeah, there's something definitely going on because they did the whole like with the bell and like.
And it went
ringing
from the
that
children
bell.
and it was happening to the adults in the town too. And I don't know if the adults were the family of the children or just random people.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know the whole concept here and how it goes because
Yeah.
it looks really good.
Yeah, that looks great.
And I love her. She's an
yeah,
amazing actress.
Garner, right?
I
But not
believe so.
related to
Yeah.
the other
No,
guy.
not.
We went through that before.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, that looks really, really good.
Mhm.
Really good. And I'm a little sad that it's in like theaters only, and I know it'll be tough like going to the movies again because every time we go it costs so much money. But yeah, I really want to see
So
this
much.
one. I really want to see this
We should include our Venmo.
one.
Why don't you just pay for us to
That's
go
why
watch
we need to
the
get to
movies
500.
and then we'll talk about
We need to
them.
get to 500 subs, and then people can do like donations and stuff to us if they want to, if they would ever decide that we are worthy of getting 38 cents.
Sponsor a movie ticket for us.
Right.
We will
Our movie
talk
ticket.
about it. Yeah. We'll talk about you. We will thank you publicly.
Yeah, we'll have you on the show.
We'll put up we'll put you on the show.
Help us get to 500 subs
Pay
so we
for
can
us
do
to go to
that.
the movies. We also like popcorn and drinks.
Are you guys as excited about the movie Weapons as we are? If you are, drop a comment below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you are notified each and every time we go live.
In 2025.
My name is JD.
I'm Katie.
And we will see you when we see you. Peace.
I did it that time.
I know.
I
good
decided
job,
not
dude.
to be
Thank
spicy.
You. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. No spiciness, you young lady. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3 more to watch.
Okay.
And up next is something called Washington Black.
Racist.
I don't know anything about it,
I'm kidding.
so I'm hoping it's good, but we will see.
I mean, they
And
couldn't name it Washington White. Then
They could have. They could have. Why not?
That'd be an uproar.
Well, let's see what this is all about.
Welcome to Halifax. Last stop on the Underground
I don't
Railroad.
blame them. They embarrassed me.
Everybody step off with their own story.
There's Katie.
Boy, do I got
There's
one for
JD
you.
then.
A story about a young man and the boy he used to be.
Tell me your name. George Washington Black. How did you do that? He's a clever one, isn't he?
Who's the bippity George Washington somebody?
You're going to be working with me from here on out. We must leave. Do you understand? It is time to fly.
Oh, the right really important.
Big fella come in on the ferry looking for a black man. George Washington Black.
We're both dreamers. Can't we dream up a different world? I've been passing as a white woman.
Your marriage to McGee is vital to our survival. A young woman would burn down the world to find you.
Death can't frighten us.
He ain't gonna leave till the job is done. You are the job.
Surrender to no one.
Only way black folk gonna climb this mountain is if we pull each other along. This just ain't his story. It's our story.
I'm going to change the world.
And that's what you're gonna do.
Dude, that looks awesome.
Okay.
I feel like you're different.
Yeah, I feel a little bit different about it. Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't grab me like I feel like it should. Like, I went into this knowing a little bit about like what it was going to be, but I don't know anything about the novel. Like, I don't know anything about how it's supposed to be played out. Like, it to me, it seems like there's some like fantastical elements to this too, and that it's not like a strict,
obviously it was like a flying boat thing.
Right. It's not like a historical account of anything. So I mean, it's I don't know enough about it. It's enough for me to give it a shot and to give it a watch, especially if it's I'm guessing it's like a series. I don't think this is a
I think
movie.
I'd prefer it to be a movie, but a series, that's okay.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I don't know if it doesn't exactly grab me how I was thinking it was going to grab me. So if you guys know more about it, please tell me more in the comments below so that I can get excited about it, because it didn't really hit me like that. I was wanting it to, but it didn't really hit me. And I need to know, this is another one, and we talked about this early on the live stream, but I feel like this is one where we need a little bit more background. So I get that this is like the official trailer. Maybe we'll get more before the show comes out like next week, but I need a little bit more. I need to know a little bit more about the story, and I will give it a shot though, because I love the cast. I like a lot of the people that are in the cast. So yeah, I'll give it a shot, but I need to know a little bit more before I get like fully on board with it.
My chick from The Resident was in there.
Yep.
I was so excited. I haven't seen her in anything since then, and she's phenomenal.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. And Sterling K. Brown is excellent too. He's a great actor. So
I think it's I have high hopes for it. I think it's going to be kind of cool.
Okay. Well,
it's the story of us.
Oh boy. We'll see about that. If you guys have seen it before or you know about the novel, please drop that comment below, or you can drop it in the chat right now since we're doing this live. But yeah, let us know. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop those comments, and hit that notification bell so you're notified each and every time we go live.
In 2025.
My name is JD.
I'm Katie.
And please, give us some more info. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.
You did right over my face. Right? It's bad enough you already have me having this mic like in my face.
People can actually hear you this time.
They can always hear me.
No, they couldn't. They're just not hearing.
I never saw one comment say, we can't hear that chick.
I've watched all of our videos back, and some of them can't be heard because you're only back here. So yeah, at least now we got you. Now we can be heard. So yeah, we got another trailer for
You spicy.
This is a little different now. This is called KD, and it is my
initials.
Yes, not different KD though, I think. But it is a
we'll see.
Bollywood film that has like tons and tons, and hopefully I'm not wrong by saying it's like a Bollywood film, but it has like millions and millions of views. So like, I don't know if it's a series. I don't know anything about it. I just thought it'd be cool to like see what all the hubbub is about, because there's like 24 million views, and I'm like, dude, it just came out like a few days ago, and like everybody's watching it. So I thought it'd be cool for us to watch and react to it. If you know anything about it, drop a comment, let us know.
I am here for it.
Eros were destroyed by the death of the devils. But this era
Already.
ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರದು ರಕ್ತ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಸರ್. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ರಕ್ತ ಹರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಮೈಯಲ್ಲ. ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸಾರ್. ಬರ್ಕೋ. ತಲೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಬಾಡಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ.
Okay, like yeah, it looks so stupid, but so awesome all at the same time.
It's because we don't usually see movies that are like this.
Yeah, and I feel like I would like to see more films that are kind of like this. Like it's kind of like how the Running Man trailer was that we watched, but like up like 2 or 3 more notches from there that like totally leans into the like nonsense of a movie like this. But like it looks cool. Like I would legitimately watch this. And like I don't know anything about like these types of films. I have no clue how or why like they work, why it's so popular. Like literally 9 days ago, 16 million views. There's another one that I saw that had like 24 million views. Like I would give this a shot. If you know more movies that I should watch before we watch this one, like let me know in the comments below, because I'm interested by it, and I might dive into watching some movies like this. Like it'd be kind of cool, I think.
If you have it on, I'll watch it.
So needless to say, you're not feeling it as much as I am.
Not as much.
I was gonna say
so much cheesy.
Yep, I was gonna say the extra cheesiness probably makes you like, but like I'm leaning into that. Like,
yeah,
that's awesome.
I like dumb comedy and stuff, but I feel like I don't know.
Yeah,
it's different than this.
All right, there's one more. Well, like I said, please drop your comments below. Point us in the right direction. Are you guys excited about this? Let me know. My name is JD.
I'm Katie. You could also let me know.
Yes. Hit that subscribe button too while you're here, and the like button. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.
Peace and love. Hearts to love.
All right. I got yeah, like one more. Let me see a good one. Let's see. I'll give you the choice. Would you rather do one that was similar to one we just watched, or would you rather do, let's just do something similar to one we just watched, because these other ones aren't that good.
Okay.
All right. Okay, pronounce this. Durandar? Durandar?
Durandar.
Yes, give us the pronunciation too. Like I feel goofy for like
to be a
trying
little
to
bit
do
this.
Oh.
I don't know. I probably just butchered it too, but I feel like there's kind of a hr in there.
All right.
Or there should be a hr. Or like a hr. Hr.
Stop it, you. Let's do that one now.
What's it called?
बहुत साल पहले किसी ने मुझसे कहा था, पड़ोस में रहते हैं, गोदे भर का जोर लगा लो, बिगाड़ लो जो बिगाड़ सकते हो, बिगाड़ने का वक्त आ गया है.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are not ready for this. Get ready.
I'm a king, but I up, I'm a saint. They call me a bad man, that's a good thing. Mama said swing back when another man swings. So I make my mama proud and they make their heads ring. Why to forgive me? I can forgive them. You know my history, know what I did then. And what I do now, a whole lot worse. Heavy is the head, it's a blessing and a curse.
A lot of smoking. Everybody smoking.
घायल हूं इसलिए घातक हूं
All right. All right.
They didn't say what the title was.
I don't know for sure. I don't know if I can pronounce it exactly either, but dude, okay, this is the second one, you know, sort of these types of films that we have watched a trailer for, and I feel the same way about it. Like there's something about the way they do their movies that they nail the vibe. Like they nail the aesthetic like around the movies way more than like American films do, because I feel like a lot of times American films can be very generic and they hit like these same sort of tones, but like this is, and it's probably because I haven't seen a lot.
I mean, we have the Hallmark Channel.
Different, right? It's definitely different for me,
America.
But this, yeah, it hits a certain vibe, and they know how to make something feel and look important. So like I appreciate that, and I need your help. If you are watching this and you somehow have landed on our channel and you know more, right? Hello. And you know more about these types of films, please give me some of the best ones, because I would love to go and like watch them, and then we can watch them on here. Just so I can get my status up, so I know exactly what's going on, because these films seem so enjoyable to me, and I need some more enjoyable, entertaining content in my life. So yeah, this one looks good too, just like we watched KD before. And if you are interested in that one, like go and check that one out too. But yeah, it looks great and it looks fun, and the violence and the smoking and all the things in this movie looks pretty good. So yeah,
a little painful for a lot of those people there. It was not their best day.
Yeah, and they just, like I said, they nail the vibe, they nail the swag, man, and I like it. I want to watch more. It makes me want to watch more. How did I know you were gonna start doing that? If you guys, okay, keep going. If you guys have enjoyed our content on this movie and any others, please drop a comment below. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Also, if you want to keep hearing Katie sing and make sounds, please drop a comment below us on that as well. My name is JD. She's Katie because she can't talk right now. And we'll see you when we see you. Peace.
Was that good enough?
That was good. That was actually good. That was pretty entertaining. We lost viewers, but it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Oh, man. All right. Do you want to do one more?
That's a jam, though. If you have a really good one, sure.
I don't know if I have a really good one.
I just have to go to work whenever you're done.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a really good one, but I'm just looking on this real quick. No. Right, do your own ringtone. Okay, there's another trailer for Alien Earth. So we'll watch that one and then we'll end the show after that.
Okie doke. Okie doke.
Okie doke.
If I'm not human, what am I?
Did you even think about it? Was it blue skies from Earth? Did you see the green world from your side?
This ship collected specimens. 5 new life forms from distant planets. Monsters.
We don't lock them down. It will be too late.
Didn't you say you want to see that?
Yeah, the first trailer didn't really get me. That one got me. That was like, oh, this looks really, really, really good now. And I mean, like, I'm a fan of the Alien movies. I'm a fan of the Predator movies. So this type of story has always been like my jam. But yeah, this one, that trailer to me was much better than the first one, and it makes me much more interested in it. What do you think? I know your face already, but go ahead and explain what you think. Now, see, this one I have to disagree with your meh on.
I mean, it might be fantastic for those that like sci-fi,
right?
Otherworldly,
that's my jam.
alien stuff.
That's my jam. That's
for
like...
me, I like draw the line with like E.T. and Stitch. So
Stitch.
Like I do the ones. What was it? The Martian one where
Mhm.
he had to grow potatoes up on
The Martian.
Yeah, The Martian.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't that what it was called?
Yeah, it was called The Martian.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought
Like,
you said like The Martian one, like the movie about being a Martian.
No, what?
It was called The Martian.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I
right.
was trying to figure out.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, things like that I'm okay with because there's not like really aliens involved as much. But I don't know.
Yeah, like
Sci-fi stuff, I can take it or leave it.
I really want this to be scary. That's what they need to nail. Like there's not enough of the horror element in some of the alien movies, and I feel as though they need to lean further into that. Like, man, go full on like horror with this thing. Like those aliens, like I don't know if anybody out there has played the game Alien Isolation. I literally played the first like 45 minutes and then I said I am never playing this game again. I am uninstalling it right now because it is terrifying. Like it's one of those games where you just play and like you can hear the alien but you never see him, and like you hear things behind you all the time, you hear things all around you. I played it with headphones on and I was losing my mind. So yeah, please, I hope that this show is like that. I want something scary, and I think that they need to lean more into that. So I'm hoping that they do on this, and it kind of looks like they do because it definitely hit that vibe. And like the poor goat with like the blood all over
I
his
know, I
face
got so
and
sad.
sacrificing them for the alien. Like, yeah, I can definitely tell that they're trying to lean into that a little bit, and it really should be a film where you have, 4 or 5 or 6 core characters, and they get like knocked off. Like by the end of the show, you're lucky if you have one left. Like that's how it should be, and they should get you emotionally involved in these characters and wrapped up into them, and then take them away. Go the anime approach, and this will be great. So yeah, I'm excited, man. You can't tell. I'm excited.
I'm excited that you're excited.
Yeah, we'll watch it together. I hope it's scary, and I hope you're scared.
Me too. And if I don't like it, I'll get a good nap in while you
You know
watch
what you
it.
shouldn't be scared of? This channel. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and hit that notification bell so you're notified each and every time we go live.
In 2025.
My name is Jeremy Dorsey.
We're doing full names now?
I just did mine.
I don't need anybody ringing my doorbell, but I guess they're going to associate us now. I'm Katie Dorsey. Thanks a lot, man. If you come to our house, you better be bringing snacks.
We'll see you when we see you. With the snacks. Peace. All right. Well, this was fun. Had a good time. We got a lot of trailers in today. I am hopeful that I will be able to chop all this up and then redistribute it so everybody can check them out individually. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, please support our channel, man. Like, I think our channel is awesome. We got new microphones.
We're just a little baby channel.
Yes, we got
We
letters
wanna
in
grow
the
up a bit.
background. We got all sorts of lights. Like, our cameras look great. My face looks shiny. Jeez, why didn't anybody tell me?
No, mine does too.
So shiny
It's just
today.
the lights.
I'm shiny. But
That's
yeah,
your favorite.
I know it is. I enjoyed hanging out with you today.
Aw, thanks, boo.
So yeah, we will be back soon. We have a bunch of shows coming up that we are going to be doing live watch parties for. Now it's kind of like the slow point in the year. Summer, like, they usually don't drop a whole lot of stuff. So we're kind of just gonna power through this, and then once we get into August, we got stuff coming up back to back to back to back to back. So we will be on all the time. So get in ahead of the curve right now. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. More important, hit that notification bell so that you're notified each and every time we go live.
In 2025.
Oh man, I had to hold it a long time.
I feel like I just need to record myself saying that and just rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind, play. I'm never gonna forget this year.
I know.
Next year I'll be saying 2025. So.
Nope. 2026 is in the mix already. I got rhymes for years, folks. I got rhymes for years.
He probably does.
All right, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you when we see you. Peace.